Welcome to the Void, everybody. My name is Delilah, also known as the Trans Fiendling, and today we're going to be doing Mission 4 of Dishonored 2, the Clockwork Manor. Now, I did make a couple of bone charms between episodes, and did some reorganizing in terms of what I had equipped. So, I still have Far Reach, because, or whatever it's called, but you know, I have this one, which gives me, Far Reach makes me invisible while it's moving me. Strong Arm, so I choke people out faster, which I know some people would be a massive fan of. Spiritual Pull, my mana regenerates faster whenever it happens. Lucky Needle, I sometimes get sleep darts back. And Void Favor, sometimes supernatural powers consume no mana at all. I also equipped this Corrupted Charm, for the time being at least, until I can make better things, which is that I take less damage from falling, but my health regen is halved. So, for now, let's get into it.
Ready?
Yes.
Ready.
I will say...
Alright, let's get underway.
That there is... So, the way I'm going to be going about things, I'm not going to be doing it the, optimal stealth route, because if you do that, then you miss out on some of the really, really cool things about this level's game design. Or at least the second halves. Because Kieran Jindosh is a dick, but he's a clever dick. Did we get a cutscene? Okay, no, we already got the cutscene last time.
Jindosh is important to the Duke's inner circle. The Grand Guard watches his mansion, and they'll call down the entire
I love games that
city
have
if
really
they
good,
find out who you are.
3D sound
I'll
design.
make sure they don't. You said there's a wall of light cutting off access to the carriage station?
Heck yeah, there is.
But there's a black market shop nearby. They sell on the sly. Ever use a rewiring tool?
Corpo taught me the theory.
Good. Get past the wall of light, then ride
We
the
have such a
carriage to where
good
Jindosh
Lord
lives.
Protector and
And
Father.
there's a reason people are afraid of his mansion.
Yeah.
I'll get it done.
Emily, take care of this crazy man and his clockwork soldiers, then bring Sokolov back. He means a lot to me.
I'm so torn on Sokolov. Oh wait, I didn't change my field of view, did I? I realized that if I changed the field of view a lot, I would get better, I would get better, okay, there we go. What's the word? I would get better, a larger field of view if I had it on, zoomed out. It didn't, okay, cool. Yes, wonderful. But I don't actually need that huge field of view, and it makes it feel a little less immersive for me. So, okay, I always feel so freaking torn on Sokolov, because he is dearly important to the characters in Dishonored 2. Got that? Cool. Word, I understand. But he did some really fucked up things in the time of the Rat Plague. Sure, it was the time of the Rat Plague, so I don't know, extreme times, desperate measures, whatever. But you found some of his experiments, or you can find some of his experiments, and he did not treat them humanely at all. I distinctly remember the one that you find in captivity that you can I don't know if you free her and she gets away, or if you free her and she no longer is a test subject. I don't know the specifics on that account, but he's in the notes that you find and the audiographs that you find, he's very much so not planning on letting her survive, and very much so doesn't expect her to. And I forget exactly what he said. You can go back and if you want to, because I had some very distinct reactions to that. But he was outright lying to her about a couple of things, which sure, someone in super bad condition, it's kind of understandable if you don't want to be completely honest, because oh, what do you have to say, Dick Sarkonos?
jelly and our bones settle in the muck.
Alright, I also turned off the, doo-doo-doo. Sorry, one last thing. Okay, good.
For those poor fools who make their trade on the water, I wish them luck. Serconis is a land of tall timber, fierce winds, and deep silver mines. Leave the ocean for those with no other choice.
Wow, you just really don't like the ocean. That is good to know. I'm very curious if there might be a way that we can use that information. Also, no one's down there, right? Right? Cool. Let's just remove your ability to make super dumb announcements. Oops. Wrong one.
What's going on here?
Still no one down there? Good. Oh, for void's sake.
What's coming?
Oh. I thought that was gonna fall, like, there. I didn't realize it was gonna fall down there. Ow. Okay, no one seems to have died, so that's fine. Also, I did learn a thing. The whole, like, theory about mesmerizing people, like, in a chain, does work. Because I realized that I didn't have a couple, like, screenshots for a couple of... What? But I realized that I didn't have screenshots for a couple of missions, and I wanted to get ahead on my thumbnailing, which I still haven't actually entirely done, because of time, and my day job being gamerphobic. God, such a ridiculous term. But I did experiment with doing that, and it worked as expected. Because in that playthrough I had a few more runes, and I had unlocked Mesmerize at that point. Oh wait, no, actually, I was testing it in the mode of where, like, I have all powers. That's where I was getting the screenshots in. Okay, there's another one of you somewhere, but you kind of fucked off somewhere. And I don't quite know where, so I'm just gonna take out the 3 of you all. Oh, there you are. Well, maybe you'll do my job for me.
I wonder if the rumors are true about the crown killer. The old Empress, really? What a bunch of degenerates.
Okay, you're just gonna keep going back and forth around there, which is fine. That just means I'm going to need to change my approach, which is fine.
That leg, that's what. Word.
Also, yeah, like, I did do some testing, BT dubs, because some people really think that, like, bone charm crafting is dumb. I semi-politely disagree.
I just have to finish my shift.
I do disagree.
My feet up.
Just some of the ways that I saw some people phrasing it was less than polite, so I kind of less than politely disagree with their method of communication. But I did some testing of my own, and whilst it isn't... Duke Abel returns triumphant. Our cherished Duke Luca Abel has returned safe to Karnaca after a successful enterprise to unseat the illegitimate Empress, Emily Caldwin. Empress Delilah Caldwin, the rightful heir to the throne, has been installed as sovereign over all nations and has already implemented numerous improvements throughout the Empire of the Isles. Upon his return, the Duke announced he plans to host a gala in honor of Empress Delilah at the Grand Palace. Merchants in Karnaca are hereby ordered to add a celebration tax on all sales, so that citizens can enjoy the privilege of contributing to this upcoming event. The resulting monies from the new tax will be collected by the Grand Serconan Guard until such time as adequate funds have been amassed. Oh, wonderful. Who's throwing a fit? Plus, they're just crowned. They're just guards. Don't worry, they're no one important. They're pains in the ass, certainly, but you know, they're not. No need to be super concerned about, you know, in general, them. Clockwork Soldier Basics. Oh, I think we've already read this before. Just as a refresher. To all personnel. After last week's disaster, the Grand Inventor Kieran circulated the following information related to his Clockwork Soldiers. All Grand Guard personnel should read this report. The Clockwork Soldier is protected by armored wooden plates. If some miscreant destroys these, then there's nothing from protecting the vulnerable mechanisms underneath. If something knocks off the Clockwork's head, the thing will attack anyone it can, ally or not. That means you. Given the expensive optics Mr. Jindosh has provided each Clockwork with, they can see in the front and the back. Remember that if another one of them goes haywire. If some fool is able to get close enough, there's a small panel on each Clockwork that can be rewired, which will invert their perception of friend and foe. Again, that means you get attacked. Keep these things in mind, and the Clockworks will be an asset and not a liability. 3rd Lieutenant Fiora Diaz, Lower City Technical Office, Grand Circonan Guard. So essentially... Oh, so it slows down the potion effects, too. That's good to know. The fuck is... Oh, okay, that's just part of that. That's fine. Okay. Oh, I guess I should maybe put the bodies together somewhat. Also, something I didn't realize is that my weapons do slow me down a little bit in this game, so I might keep my eyes out for that one thing that's like, it doesn't slow you down to have your weapons out. It's called Fleet Fighter last time. Shh, everything's fine. They're just guards. No one of significant consequence, unless they see me. Honestly, if not for the fact that this, that I wanted all the runes and stuff, this part would be really, really quick because whenever I was going around getting screenshots, I got through, I got past the wall of light and everything in, under a minute. Because it's just, far reach up to there, through a window, take the carriage. Okay, so first things are in that apartment. I think, yeah, this one's just kind of, there's a dead body in here, just cool and all. Silver war medal, rad, letter to Boneville, we'll get that in a second. Swords, 100 bad guys with swords, there we go. Albinos, will that make white rats show up more often? Rat swarms include more white rats. That is helpful, but not something I'm going to actually go with. I am thinking I am going to... Alright, I can sacrifice this one. I am going to, once I get enough, because I believe I have it, Swarm Sacrifice? There's one effect. I thought I had it, maybe I don't. But... Ah, yeah, Spiritual Sacrifice. Killing bloodflies or rats restores mana. I'm torn on getting that one because I do kill lots of bloodflies, and I could kill lots of rats, but I don't want to kill lots of rats because same friend. Still friends with that one friend who likes rats, and it would kind of make me sad to kill people, kill things that they keep as pets, because they're important to me, and I don't want to make them sad. Not Quinn. They are very important to me, but not talking about Quinn. Major Bonneville, thank you again for your help. Without you, it would have been impossible to trace the final members of the Grand Guard who were with Stilton that night 3 years ago. That last man had made it all the way north to Maya, if you can believe it, and was recovering at a Tivian asylum for the poor, claiming to have seen all manner of strange things on the night of Stilton's last social gathering. He even described an exotic hooded figure visiting the manor. Perhaps someone connected to Stilton's disappearance. Such matters are best left to military men such as yourself, I suppose. I still have your bank agent's name and address. Rest assured, your final payment will be delivered soon. I'm also sending a small flask of liquor that is close to my heart, made from the pomace left over after wine grapes have been pressed. Please think of me as you enjoy. Yours truly, Brianna Ashworth. This sounds very important, but I don't understand why. Body dead. Oh! Hello, Ramsey.
What? Somebody's not feeling well.
I know somebody's not feeling well. Just give me a sec. Where are they? Wait. I thought they were over here. Oh, also, a benefit that Far Reach has over Blink is that I believe, like, you can use Blink to descend, but based on my own, like, experimentation, Blink kind of has an infinite, or no, Far Reach has kind of an infinite, like, vertical capacity to take you down, whereas Blink I don't think does, or at least not from my experience. And so it's really nice to just be like, oh cool, let me just like take this all the way up here and not have to worry, or like let me just use this to get all the way down instead of having to like worry about continued fall damage once I've done that. Is there anything on this floor? No? Okay, so I'm just going to, let's see if I can do this without killing them this time. Please don't be dead. Amazing. Are you dead? No, you're still alive. Thank the void. What was it the one NPC said? Kiss the outsider's balls for luck? Okay, so I'm just gonna need to pull y'all a couple times to get you outside. Come on. I believe in you. You can do it. I shouldn't be so entertained as I am. However, here we are. Still just unconscious, still alive. Definitely not happy to be so, probably. Or at least won't be once they wake up. But for the time being, they are certainly still alive, according to the game. I want to know, because, like... Okay, so swords are heavy, gear is typically heavy. Emily's, you know, a full person. That's a lot of force. So, someone do math. Just because I'm thinking, how much force were these people just being thrown into solid metal at? Because that can't be terribly pleasant or good for you. Oh, oops, wrong place. There we go. So my current goal is to, just for sake of security, go in, clear out the guards in there, and then I'll go collect the other bone charms and runes and stuff, because I still want to do that. Do-do-do.
As you were.
Oh.
12 weeks have I been at sea, chasing monsters in the brine.
Don't look up, don't look up. Don't look up, don't look up.
12 weeks have I been at sea.
That's not the rail. So that should be safe.
No, what's that thing? You can...
Captain? Nothing to report, sir. As you were.
Cool. Don't look up, still don't look up. Don't look up, still don't look up.
Damn it, I need to pee.
Damn it, I need to pee. Loot! Wonderful, we love loot. Bone charm! We also love bone charms. On Howlers. The Silver Spine. Your dear editor is stepping aside this week to provide you both sides of an argument raging across the city. Guest edition, The Howler Blight. The letter published last week by Gazette was an outrage. How could Madame Anto suggest that the Dust District and even Karnaca itself would be better off if we legitimized Paolo and his Howlers in any way? Instead, decent folk would hope to wake up one morning and read that Paolo is finally dead or in jail. And why should we be wary of the Abbey? Only a witch need worry about the wrath of the overseers. Oh, I see. That's where you are. That's where you are. The Howlers are nothing but cutthroats who never worked a day in their life. Everything they have, they stole. If you want their so-called protection, it comes at a price. On the contrary, the overseers have dedicated their lives to spreading the good values of the Seven Structures. Believe me, the dust in Batista is not good. Is not in our streets, but in our hearts, and only the Abbey will make us clean again. Ugh. Fuck yourself, Sebastian Armitage. What's this bone charm do? Ground glider. Slide speed is slightly faster. Not good enough. Not nearly enough. This looks like it was used for some sort of interrogation thing. Speaking of which, one part of this will have an very important content warning, because we do some fucked up things this episode. I don't regret the things that we do, because we need to for things, but oh void, are some of them... Oh hey, there is a goat. Aw, Wall of Light, they're just little rat friends. Okay. So... I see my way in.
I got news for them.
Oop. Well, I got news for them. Whoa, what?
Hey! Over here!
Whoa, whoa.
I need your help.
I thought that this was going to be a very different end result.
What's going on here?
That's okay.
You there! I need your help.
Whoa. Oh, I see.
She won't go anywhere.
You said that you needed my help.
You got. Shouldn't have.
I mean, you've been living
Take long. I'll crush you, you parasite. Cut you in half. Keep that nice scarf of yours. Come on.
Oh, fuck you, whoever just shot me. Oh wait, I can do this.
Boy,
Monster.
finish her!
She's dead.
Okay, well that's good to know. I thought that rat tunnel was going to lead out to... It looked like it was going to be leading to the person inside that office. It didn't look like it was going to be leading... Like... That's weird. Oh, I see now. I understand the mistake that I made. Wonderful. Note to employee. One of the booth keys has gotten stolen again. This time I'm not having it remade, so you'll have to share the remaining key. Pippa, when your shift is over, wait for Narciso to arrive, then hand the key over to him. Narciso, you wait for Daniel, and so on. Nobody leave the key in some stupid hidey hole or whatever. If the last key is lost or stolen, we won't be able to open the booth, and you'll all be out of work. If you're worried, pull your coin and have another key made, or go buy the old one back from the black market, as I'm pretty sure that's where it is now. Aventa Station Management.
What's going on?
Whoa, what? What? No, you didn't see me. I was behind a fucking door. Okay, so plan of movement. Because I'm pretty sure... Yeah... And I want that stuff. Okay, couple plans. Couple things.
Time to die, little girl.
Is it? Is it really? Are you so certain of that? so cool! Okay, so my plan of attack is I'm going to go out there, domino all those people who are out there, and then... Can I relock the door? No, I can't. Okay, that's fine. So I'm going to go up there, domino all of them, and then use stealth form to knock them out. Okay, that was me. Oh, also, I need to... take care of this, because I'm curious. I'm going to do that. Which did not open the door like I was hoping it would, but that's fine. And let's see. Should be one of these is open, because that's how I got in. Yeah, there we go. Always need ventilation. Oh, shit. Well, okay. This is not ideal, but this is fine. Because if I stop moving back, I'm just gonna fall, correct? Oh no, I'm not. Wonderful. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. I am very curious. Is that the black market? No, that's just fucked. So you are just a howler, right?
You there!
Okay, so this is just a trap. That's good to know. It's either a trap or it's bugged. I don't know which one it is. But... so we got one. I believe there's one over here. No, okay, you're taken care of. Shit. Ow. Okay, that gate was giving me the up, you're gonna climb this thing arrow instead of the just like you're running into a wall symbol, so okay. Come on, Dishonored 2. I really, really do like you. Let's, you know, let's have a cooperative relationship here. Wait, where is that last person? Oh, I see. They're like on the steps. Okay, that's fine. I thought there were still 3. Or are those the only 2?
I'm bored. Someone should have come through already.
Oh, I see.
Hush. You'll tip off the mark.
How long are we gonna wait for some lost aristocrat to stumble through?
Long as it takes. You want to eat, right?
Maybe this ain't such a good spot for an ambush.
God's shaking people down. More blood flies this year. People just ain't walking the streets anymore.
Getting hard to make a decent living.
Okay, wonderful. So now I just need to figure a way to get... I wonder if I can get them from here. Because it's not on the rails, so I shouldn't take damage. Yeah, there we go. Heck yeah! And then... oh shit, 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 shit. Okay, I am curious. I'm gonna see if I can try to do this in a way that, like, I still get, like, I can still see the other ones. Because I'm curious if the other ones go through the same animation too, or if it's just they still get knocked out. can't tell. But I do know only the original target gets the, like, void effect on their face. Which is slightly sad, but that's fine. Howler dust. Oh, that's rad. Oh. Hi, little friends. Disarm and loot. Disarm and loot. Thank you. Thank you, Howlers. You have the thanks of the Empress of the Isles. Okay, let's go get that rune. Now that they should all be knocked out. Still caution, as at all times, when dealing with people who are armed and will quite possibly kill you. Caution is always advised. End of Grey River. Yale, you screwed me. Paolo was where he said he'd be, alone. We knifed him 50 times, he was choking blood when I drove a rail spike through the side of his head. Then he was gone, and there weren't nothing but a bunch of rats. Not sure how he pulled that trick, but you must have known, scumbag. Next day, Paolo came back with 10 howlers. Got us a couple at a time. Dragged Brenda and Toma screaming into the street and bashed out all their teeth with a hammer. Put that crazy powder in their eyes, had them seeing terrible things, screaming like carnival clowns, mouths all running red. Then Paolo gave me the word, and they shot him, or gave the word, and they shot him with those screaming darts they use. I stayed hid. So I'm finished, asshole, and I bet you were working with the Howlers all along. I swear, if I ever see you again, I'll stick you. Sabine. My main question is whether this... Okay, cool. I was minorly concerned that he was, like, not gonna be... Oh, you have some fancy equipment there. Nice. Like, he's a little wrist crossbow, like what Dowd has. Anything else over here? Yeah, more Howler dust. I forget exactly what Howler dust does, but I'm pretty sure it's, like, very similar to what the Howling darts do. So that's, you know, not fun things to the human body. Let's see. Are you hostiles? This just looks like a rundown part of the city.
The Grand Guard go into the place and see it packed solid with blood flies. They burn the building to the ground, and the ones on either side.
They may just smoke flash it. Either way, the jewels will be ruined. We're not getting our money, are we?
Have some faith. It'll just be more complicated than I thought it would be.
The Dukes let the blood flies get out of hand this year. Am I ever gonna catch a break?
Nobody's looking out for nobody right now. We'll go back tonight and dig the jewels out. After that, we'll make a quick exit from Karnaca.
I'm really tempted to try to find those jewels, but also I don't want to screw over people who are in a really shitty situation like I am. Oh god. Whew. I heard the buzz of the light and I thought it was blood flies and I just about shat myself for half a moment. Okay, so let's see. Oh, we got a safe and then a register. Ah, yes. Once again, the most important of all Dishonored 2 skill tests. Boom. Note from Corey Brockburn. 25th day, month of Timber. Janice, you'll find everything in the safe. I've written the combination in the usual place. You know where to look in the office. I changed all the safe tumblers recently because I feel like I'm followed. Pretty sure I heard shuffling and heavy breathing from somewhere nearby in the dark while I was closing up the office for the night. It's not the Grand Guard this time, but we're being watched for certain. It's probably safer to postpone our next gathering. Can you warn the others? I'll leave for Calero when I'm done with today's clients. Corey Brockburn. In our usual space in the office.
Now we're on the edge. My heart can't take much more of this.
Oh, hey. 3-something-9. Okay, not on... Okay, so there isn't anything on this floor, but there is on the next one up. Oh, there's an outsider shrine on the next one up. Wonderful. I think there's like a staircase somewhere around here. yeah, just in case anyone comes, like, up or down. Let's go ahead and just place one of those, just to be on the safe side. Because I would so hate to be interrupted. Okay, so it's not actually on this floor, it just sounds really, really close because of the open window. So, 3-something-9. Oh, hey! Well, that works just as fine. Gathering of the Regenters. Second day, month of Timber, 1851. All members present. Primary agenda, possible actions for the upcoming anniversary of the death of Empress Jessamine Caldwin. Proposal by Corey Brockburn. Letter to the Karnaca Gazette, explaining that while her murder was reprehensible, the end results might have been positive for the Empire. Fuck that person. Action. Motion approved unanimously. Fuck them. Proposal by Janice Tynes. Members wear Lord Regent's crest armbands to the anniversary. Objection by Corey Brockburn. Lovely idea, but it may hurt business for members who need to deal with many clients on that day. Clients might find it in poor taste. Absolutely. 4 votes against, 3 votes in favor. I don't understand that logic. Oh, hey, it's the anniversary of the Empress's death, which we know was done by conspirators. Let's wear the insignia of the people who killed her. Yeah, I really don't get that. I thought maybe I misread it and it was actually Lord Protector, but I don't understand that. No, it is Lord Regent. Counter proposal. Armbands could be worn on the 15th anniversary of the Lord Regent's unlawful arrest. What? Okay, well, it's called Regenters. So, okay, so I get the rest of it. Counter proposal by Janice Tynes. Armbands could be worn on the 15th anniversary of the Lord Regent's unlawful arrest. Motion approved unanimously. Proposal by Teodoro Benitez. Campaign demanding wider deployment of the Wall of Light brought back into use in Karnaca by Duke Luca Abel. The boldest measures are the safest. Action. Vote delayed until word comes from the Grand Guard leadership, collecting facts on reductions in crime across Karnaca. Proposal added to agenda for next gathering. Cocktails and spirits served. Like, okay, so clearly these are people who were a fan of, for some fucking reason, the Lord Regent who who didn't, personally assassinate, but was responsible, largely, for Jessamine Caldwin's assassination. And I don't understand why common people would support him. I get why, political pukes and, his allies supported him, but I genuinely don't understand why. Well, the door's breakable, but also I could just do this. Down the road. Do. Yes. Had to make sure I came out in the right room. Carrots. Okay, this seems to be someone still. Conservatory closure extended. A representative from the Royal Conservatory confirmed today that the site's closure has been extended once again with no promise that it might reopen. Curator Brianna Ashworth could not be reached for comment. Readers will remember that an infestation of mites in the Roseboro exhibit forced a closure nearly 6 months ago, though there have been rumors that no exterminations have been hired. The Roseboro exhibit was to be a prestigious event sponsored by the Academy of Natural Philosophy with hopes of attracting numerous experts and guest lecturers from across the aisles. This important exhibition is now on hold indefinitely due to the extended closure. For hopeful visitors, there's nothing to do but wait for further word. Okay, that's good to know. Though that also is ties into other things that we saw earlier, because the person who that letter mentioned, Brianna Ashworth, that's the person that is missing. Ugh. Get that shit off the wall. It is not worth 200. Okay, it's Sokolov's work, so sure. But, ugh. We've read that one, pretty sure. Just in case, actually. I'm gonna need to take a drink of water, though. A Reflection on My Journey to the Pandician Continent, Part 2, by Anton Sokolov. Chapter 14. We were only miles from shore, but our approach was marred by numerous hidden reefs and jagged rocks. They lay shallow, and we spied two vessels that had succumbed to them some time ago. The remaining crew was uncharacteristically silent as we edged by the weathering wrecks. The first mate declared a particularly narrow channel to be unpassable, but the captain dispatched 10 crewmen onto the submerged coral with sledgehammers. Thereafter, each chest deep in water, they pulled the Antonia Aquio into the tiny channel with ropes. It proved a marvelous solution. However, just as we were about to lower the rope ladders, tragedy struck, as the men were beset by a school of reef-dwelling eels. Apparently, their toxic bites were quite painful. From the railing, we could see them swarming the men, who begged us for aid before succumbing to the paralytic effects of the toxin. Within moments, all were still in the water. We continued on in silence, and by sunset we had cleared the bars and put anchor in a bay, with a red rock beach and emerald overgrowth beyond. I confess I was near giddy to put my feet on land again. The smell of ripening fruits and warm earth was pleasing to me as a cherished vintage. We gathered wood and made fires and indulged in some tinned meat and lemons from our stores. How good it was to slumber on the beach with the crackle of embers nearby. Having finally escaped the cramped and damp quarters of our vessel... Oh, that was a comma, not a period. Very hard to tell with these. We took turns with the watch and passed a quiet night. At last, we stood on Pandician soil. I think we read that. Anyway, the Child Empress. Excerpt from a historical series. Yes, please, talk about me. There was a definitive moment when people stopped calling Emily Caldwin the Child Empress. It came after an ambush by the Regenters, an extremist group who wanted to return Dunwall to the authoritarianism of the Lord Regent's time. Oh. Things just clicked. They're the alt-right. Got it. On the way back to Dunwall Tower, Caldwin's carriage was blocked between two gates, with her attackers firing pistols and even throwing a grenade. With the royal protector too far away to be of service, the young Empress, only 14, this was like 2 years, I think, after the... It was like 2 to 4 years after the events of the first game, so she's young. Found herself all alone in the carriage, save for her friend Alexei Mayhew. Oh, the one who got stabbed and killed at the start of the game. Caldwin's supporters are lucky that Mayhew was there, as she was brave enough to grab a grenade that had landed at their feet, throwing it back at the assailants and saving the Empress. When one of the men dropped down from the forward gate, it was Emily Caldwin who yanked free a short railing brace and beat the man senseless with it. With the city watch closing in, the girls held their ground against the debris of the carriage until the situation was secure. It is said that Emily Caldwin refused to have the Regenters executed for their crimes, and this is hailed by many as her first adult decision as Empress. Cited for her heroic actions, Alexei Mayhew was commissioned by the City Watch when she turned 18, and was later made captain by Emily Caldwin herself. Yeah, I like Mayhew. Like, I am, by and large... I'm definitely one of those people that I saw a meme about a while ago that's like, so many people go from like, what does ACOB stand for, or ACOB, however you pronounce it, whenever you say it phonetically. Oh, what is that? To wanting to get it tattooed on their foreheads. And yeah, big mood. But I liked Mayhew. She seemed nice, and also, I don't know, personal bodyguards seem... Blackbone Charm. Dark Extraction. I'm more okay with bodyguards than I am cops. Dark Extraction. Shadow... Okay, it also says assassinations and not necessarily... I should look up that term between episodes, if knocking someone out counts as an assassination, or if they only mean if you kill them. Okay, no, that's not a thing, that's just... I want to go see what the other path is for the rat tunnel? Whoa. Because there was... Oh, it's blocked. Never mind. That looked like it was an actual exit, and I was going to go check it out, but then nope, it's not a thing. Okay, it feels weird. I'm actually using more powers that actually, like, take mana. So, I'm not just, you know, constantly at super high mana. That said, I'm not doing so recklessly. Raw whalebone, yes please. I think I have enough for a thing now. Gosh, this game is pretty.
She's made a dog's breakfast of the whole thing. And who's got to clean it up? Me, of course.
Interesting
as
get
always.
yet.
What? I just walked past. Bite me. Only if you ask nicely, though.
Watch yourself.
I am just walking here. Maybe I bumped into you. If I did, I apologize.
Just once, I'd like to see her buy the drinks. Just one time. Is that too much to ask?
Depends on who we're talking about. If it's someone like one of my aunts, then absolutely yes. Cause that's Oh, thank fuck. I thought it had broken and I was like, please don't. Okay, let's see.
Between flies and the filth, it's getting hard to breathe around here.
Can I far reach with a bottle of brandy? The answer is yes. Yes, you can. Called ones have their priorities in line. Let's see what's in here. Gosh, I cognitively fully aware I don't actually need to whisper. But also, what if I do? This is not helped by the fact that I do know that there is at least one game where, like, I don't know, there's at least one game where it takes input from your microphone to do things. Where's the door? Where's the door? Fuck you. Did I destroy? Oh, there's the door. I was trying to be slow and smart. I did neither of those things. I'm gonna go talk to the outsider. Go talk to the outsider and get some more powers. Chloroform, you're kind of useful, not really. Okay. First things first. Whispers from the Void by Barnoli Mulani. Trees stay on the physical existence of that foreign realm excerpt. Oh, we have read this one before. It is a common story. A person has stopped breathing, pinned under a carriage, wheels, or some other tragic happenstance, and is thought to be dead. But when the weight is removed, they make a quick recovery, but nonetheless, for a moment or two, the person was lost to us, lost to this world itself. And what did they experience whilst in this temporary death? Darkness, nothingness? No, indeed not. They tell us, as so many before have, that they were in a particular place and can describe it vividly. And who among us does not know the place? Have we not all seen it in our dreams? This place that we share in the farthest reaches of our minds, the realm where nothing makes sense, where one is at once both lost and at home. The Void. I love the Void so much. Book 2, or Part 2. Same thing. Trees stay on the physical existence of that foreign realm. Excerpt. These little glimpses of the void in dreams, or described by those awoken from comas, are not limited to a select few. In my interviews, I've gleaned that there's not a single citizen without such visions at one time or another. This then must be a real place, not folklore or mass delusion. Perhaps it exists deep below the earth or far above it. Perhaps it is right next to us but hidden. Some trick of the light or wondrous curtain bars us from fully knowing it, and we all but wait for a natural philosopher to unlock the phenomenon to show us how to see it at will. But when so revealed, it will not be some fearsome place any longer, not the distant and special realm described in the myth of the outsider. It will be strange, yes, even unsettling, but nonetheless, it will be a new realm for us to explore and eventually conquer. What new treasures await us there? Are the lakes made of liquid diamond, the clouds of weightless silver gas, and what things could we learn? I realized this halfway through. I think I might. I know I've definitely read that. I don't know if I read it out loud before, but I've definitely read that. And I love it so much. Okay, Outsider Shrine. Hi, outsider senpai.
I'll tell you a story about Kieran Jindosh.
Yes, please.
A prodigy from Karnaca. Self-taught, he was hailed by the Academy of Natural Philosophy as a genius who would surpass Sokolov and bring about an age of enlightenment.
Those are impressive claims.
Just 2 years after his arrival, he was banned from the Academy for life, for reasons that are still not public.
Yeah, that's fair.
When they deported him, he left behind a machine that drank seawater, playing music that brought listeners to tears. They promptly took it apart, and it has never worked since.
Yeah, Jindosh is very, very smart, but also is an absolute dick. Okay, so let's see. I have this. I really don't need that. I have Domino. I have that maxed out. I kind of wish I wouldn't have gotten this one just because I have never needed to do it. Well, let's see. I want Mesmerize. Wait. That's an interesting thought. I wonder if I could... Oh, that's something I'm gonna have to test out. I mean, okay, I'm planning on not using any powers that Emily would not have access to. So, even if it does work, I'm probably not going to do it. But I am going to test in the pseudo sandbox mode that they have. If you domino people and then possess one of them, do they all get possessed? Because that would be fascinating. For now, I am going to get Mesmerize. Oh cool, and it does work on canids. Wonderful. And then Mesmerize duration. Boop! Of course, it does have a really, really big range. It's also expensive in terms of mana. I'm gonna do something maybe a little silly.
Like I ain't got enough to worry about. Now they say there's someone on the prowl.
Actually, before I do that, are any of those flammable? Oh, well, I do want that. Oh, sorry, I absolutely did not see you. I am very sorry. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do this from afar. So that hopefully people won't be too upset with me. Yoop.
What's happening now?
Okay, I do know... I did see explosive things down this way, I believe.
Careful with that sword. The Grand Guard won't like it.
The Grand Gourd... The Grand Gourd! It's the cousin to the Great Pumpkin? Great Pumpkin? The Grand Gourd. The Grand Guard. Well, I would say can eat my ass, but they can't. Because I dislike them intensely. Also, I know I checked my phone whilst the outsider was talking to us. I just had a couple things they wanted to check. I didn't think were problems, and turns out no, they were not. But I just wanted to make sure. I introduced some people. And I just was making sure that they were all getting along. I hate them so much. So much. It's one of those things. I fully understand that insects are important for, like, ecology and stuff. And that, you know, it's very important that we have, like, at least some insects because they do important things. Like bees, for example. Hello, bees. Like, I get it, I understand. But also, consider... Fuck insects. It is really cool how they build things, though. Nope, wrong button. There's all the nests. Please, pretty please, with my girlfriend's smile on top. That's the sweetest thing I can think of. Tell me that's all of them. Seance notes. Of course y'all were doing weird stuff, and that's why. Dried bonefly husk. Volumetric flask. Oh, my back just popped very, very nicely. More raw whalebone. Oh, we love to see it. Okay, seance notes. Month of songs. Lady Cottington. God, that's a mouthful. Brought silk scarves from her boutique, one of which Mr. Prospero used to gently oh gosh. Oh, void. Lady Cottington brought silk scarves from her boutique, one of which Mr. Prospero used to gently strangle her. I maintained a count of her pulse and observed her breathing. When the life signs faded, we left her still for 2 full minutes before reviving her. Was it really the void she described? Have we succeeded in seeing the unseeable? My hands trembled as I recalled the intensity in her eyes as she struggled to recount with broken voice what she felt during those 2 minutes. Oh, okay, I misunderstood slightly. Month of Earth. I convinced our little group that less gentle methods were needed if our desire to meet the outsider was sincere. Bloodfly fever voluntarily induced. That will be our way back to the void. After procuring a few bloodflies and some Addermeyer solution, we coated our hands with their elixir before exposing them to the vivarium. The stinging was unbearable. Lady Contington fainted immediately. I was the last one to remove my hands. The fever was quick to set in. As I faded in and out of consciousness, ocean waves pounded above me. There were silhouettes in the distance and shimmering black rocks, a timeless painting in an unthinkable place, while delirium held us for a few hours. I must get back there as soon as possible when my wounds have healed. Don't get me wrong. Clearly, very, very, very big fan of The Outsider. But, y'all take things a bit far. I guess I am speaking from a bit of a position of privilege, given that in all of these games you play as somebody who just has void powers handed to them, and who the outsider takes an active interest in, and I can't imagine the pain of being ignored by somebody as interesting as the outsider, but still, I would never go so far as to, like, expose myself to bloodfly stings to get his attention. I admittedly would be much more likely to go, like, the Sokolov route and, like, perform weird rituals and or experiments. But I would never think of, like, injuring myself? No! I'm a wimp when it comes to pain. Oh, hey, Addermeyer. Wonderful. I also am now suddenly realizing that it was maybe would have been smarter. Oh, anything special, Mom?
I knew this world 15
No? Okay.
years ago.
That's slightly
Some
sad.
part of me remains, but the world seems strange.
Because, like, in the last game... Oh, God. Please tell me there's not more of you. I was not prepared for this. I don't have anything, do I? No, I do not. I have one thing that might work, maybe. That did not work. Okay, I'm gonna try one more thing, and then I'm going to run like hell. Another one have killed all of them. Probably? Oh! It did get them to disperse, though. Interesting. Okay. I didn't expect that to work at all. Oh, fuck. Please don't draw them down the hallway. Please. Please don't. Okay, thank fuck. Oh, shit. It did work, right? Okay, it did shatter it, but they didn't leave like the last group. I'll come back here once I have like some grenades. Cause at the moment, no, you scared the shit out of me, little leaf. I thought you were a blood fly. More vertical unwiseness, maybe. I don't know.
Hey, times are hard. Help me out if you can.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it. I'll let you in on a secret.
Yes, please.
I saw people coming and going recently, looking for whale oil, up to something.
You are smart. I don't know what the secret is that, like...
You watch yourself.
Absolutely.
The Grand Guard aren't too friendly to strangers.
I don't know what's back here, but it was like kind of half hidden, so it must be important. Or not, that's fine. Okay, I had thoughts. Black market shop. Okay, cool. Is that a breakable door? No, it is not. Ooh, Empress Delilah's secret. Let's read this. Today, risking my very life, I bring you probing questions about our new Empress Delilah Caldwin, or depending on your political leanings, Delilah Copperspoon. Is it true that her mother was a kitchen maid employed in Dunwall Tower? Even if so, that does not prove that she was Emperor Euhorn Caldwin's daughter. If the Emperor did in fact have a secret second daughter, making her the true heir to the Caldwin throne, why didn't he make the proper arrangements? Outside speculation, what else do we know about our Empress Delilah? What can the Silver Spike tell you beyond marketplace gossip? We can date her past from the time she claims to have grown up in Jessamines shadow. We know when Delilah's most regarded paintings were bought and sold, but where was she between those earlier times and in this year when she ascended the throne in Dunwall? Such a long gap away is suspicious, is it not? No artwork sold, not even an address of record. No neighbors stepping forward with juicy tales from the long period before she arrived in Karnaca just 3 years ago, therein lies a mystery worth cracking, dear readers. Her activities in the time before she was first seen in with our dear Luca Abel. So, again, this is
I need
some...
protection. The Grand Guard doesn't do its job.
So, inside baseball sort of things. She was trapped in a painting for several
Another of these
years.
shops was robbed. I'd hire guards if I could afford it.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. That was me.
I don't know you. I'm new to Karnaca. I need a tool that can rewire a wall of light, the kind the Grand Guard uses. And I'd prefer not to explain myself.
I can help you out, but not right now. Don't even linger here. I'm supposed to get a visit from Paolo, someone you don't want to meet. Come back later.
Understood.
You should go. We can do business another time. Like
I forget.
Said, Paolo is coming by.
Oh, fuck me. Someone's coming, and I'm guessing these are, this is Paolo. I forget what I'm supposed to do here, but I do know there's an achievement for stabbing him 3 times.
I need 8 new cutters, short blades, the good stuff. Morley steel.
I know what you mean.
Do you? Because last time you gave me some backwater foundry garbage that wouldn't hold an edge and snapped against Grand Guard armor.
I got taken on that deal too. But I'll make it up to you, Paolo. Lop off maybe 10%?
30. Because I like you. By next week.
That's fair. I made a bad faith trade and I regret it. You'll have the cutters, I promise.
Good, good. These are strange times. Overseers in the Dust District, a witch Empress, and these Clockwork soldiers protecting their aristocracy. All bad for business. But if I get my way, Karnaca will be a different city a year from now.
No. Yeah.
I'm going to do an unwise thing. I'm going to do a different unwise thing since I apparently can't talk to him. Let's do that.
Calling me scum.
Oh, I'm out of those. This will work. I could have just saved the mana and not cast this individually.
What's going on here?
But
We didn't go anywhere.
He's gone. What happened?
yeah. Too bad I don't have the one thing that lets me eat rats. If you watch this, sorry, Avery. They would have attacked me.
I'm told. I can't believe you're alive after crossing Paolo.
I trained with better. Much better.
Okay, so that's already gone back to you despite just
Come in.
happening.
Ah, I might have what you've been asking for. You know, I sleep in the shop most nights. The city's not safe. This is what I have for upgrading your equipment.
Okay, I have lots of things, so Yes, good. I want the perfect shot. Instant sleep dart. Alright, so I got the combat sleep dart upgrade, like, unlocked or whatever. Okay, so I don't have some things that well, honestly, I don't need. I'm so really pissed about this. Okay, I will go ahead and get those. Get those. I don't know which one I'll end up facing more. The electronic, or the mechanical enemies versus magical enemies. So I'm kind of torn on that one. And then we're back to here. So you can't upgrade the amount of sleep darts you carry. That's kind of bullshit, but okay. Okay, so let's go back to here. Chain lightning. Yeah. Oh, yes, please. Sell immolation bolts. And yeah, the upgraded... Have all those? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get bigger AoEs. Really just to make sure that they actually... like... Oh wait, you don't get... Are there any incendiary bullets? No? Okay, that's fine. Okay, and then I'll go ahead and get the first tier quiet upgrade. Okay, I'm gonna get some more coins. Oh wait, actually, do you have a grenade? I just need one. No, you don't. Oh wait, you do have a grenade. Cool.
Come back soon.
Will do.
Still here.
Okay, and there aren't any... Nope, okay. I'm really torn because I really want to get some free stuff, but I also know that it locks you... I'm not an achievement hunter, never mind. It's gonna be like, but there's an achievement that you can't get if you rob the stores. But I like getting all the special actions. And if there's a black market, then there's always a black market heist as a special action on a mission. I don't know. It's just nice not paying for things. I know I've already cleared out most of this place, I'm just double checking. Cool. Where are you? There you are. Wonderful. You were already dead. Probably. Bathing salts. Do. Okay. So we have 2 more things to get here. And then I would like... like I said, I would like to take care of the shop. Oh, but like if you... Apparently... Because, you know, I like listening to the performers, but apparently where some of those performers play in the later game, is in one of the shops. So, which will be like locked up and stuff. Oh wait, no, it's not will be locked up. It's that there will be like.
Impressive how you managed to get there. Be careful. Those people in the oil tanks might still be around.
Oh wait.
You said whale oil. I got it for you. Not easy to pinch either.
No, you screwed up. It won't work without another tank. Not enough blast. You gotta trust me on this.
All right. I don't know shit about explosives. Never said I did. I'll go out again later and find some more.
Good. You can't rush jobs like this. It takes a smooth hand.
Can't piss around here forever either. Eventually some wanker will see us and the howlers will catch wind. But I hear you. One more tank.
Should have spat right in his eye. That's what I should have done next time for sure.
Okay, so reading between some lines, they're trying to blow a hole, it seems, into the black market area, like the building or whatever.
Looking for a fight? Hey, you! Come here! What's going on here?
Honestly, so long as you stay close enough to get linked with whoever your accomplice is, that kind of works for me. Peekaboo! I'll knock you out. That's terrifying. Where are you going now? Oh gosh. They don't stop coming and you won't stop coming.
You don't stand a chance anyway. I'm not in the mood.
Well, it's a good thing that I'm not doing much other than knocking you out, because you're going to, I believe, rob a very nice lady who I would prefer remain unrobbed by other people other than me. Sarah, things are rotten here in Dunwall. Nothing is the same in you since the coup. It ain't safe for no one, and there's no jobs either. You get yourself back here and take your kids. It ain't right. You should have left with them. You shouldn't have left me. It ain't right. You should have left them with me for so long. Anyway, you didn't mention how sickly they was and poor behaved. Now, you're my sister and that counts for something, but when the new month comes, I'm leaving. There's no more I can do. I ain't their mother and they won't listen. I can't afford to feed them no more. There's nothing left for beers or rent by the time they're done eating. And not a penny from you. I'll have to find your fortune in Karnaca. Some fortune. Well, that's the end of it. Oof. Feel microscopically sorry. Yeah. Because that's the thing. I am curious if there's a way I can do this unobtrusively, but I'm gonna guess no. But that's okay, that does mean this will be rather quick. I think we have to come back here at some point. That or there's another map with a vaguely similar section in which we meet Paolo. Paolo. So there's that rune. Did I get the other bone charm? I thought there was another thing in here. You should be down still. Wonderful. Ticket booth key needed. Alright, one got stolen. Of course, now I can't find it. Oh, note to employees. Oh, wait, that's right. That's why I'm stealing it, because it's in the black market. That's why I'm doing this, because the key is in the black market and things. Cool. Do do do. Thanks for telling me about this plan, friend. What? Pardon me? Fine. Okay, well, since I'm going to be doing a little bit, there's not like a save that happened like 2 seconds ago, is there? That was... Oh, hey, actually. There was. So I'll just reload instead of rambling. Okie dokie, okie dokie, okie dokie. Oh, also, by the way, gosh, that's cool. I do like how now, like, we actually see, like, the, like, mechanisms more at work with these instead of just, like, I'm pretty sure in the first game whenever you filled up a whale oil tank, it just kind of, like, started glowing in sections rather than there being, like, a very specific, like, now there's a plunger and stuff. Okay, now I'm curious, that should be enough. Because the lady said that you just needed one more. Is it like a rock? Anything I can throw? Oh, hey, copper wire. Thank you. No? Nothing I can throw? Well, I literally have no use for crossbow bolts, so... I am curious. I should have checked this. Thought of this beforehand. Where is it? No. Down this way.
I'm glad to see you well. Damn!
Darn, I don't have enough to get that.
Next time, maybe.
I am curious about a thing, so... Apparently, like, you actually do have, like, an endurance bar or something, but I have no idea where it is. Okay, I do want to test something also. Mesmerize.
Things were so much better just a decade ago.
Well, before I do everything, I just want to see if once it's... Can I end that preemptively? No, I cannot. Okay. I just want to see if once it's done, if she will auto-close up shop, or if she'll forget about it. Also, what secrets do you have?
She's cheating them. One coin at a time, so they don't notice.
Ah, clever.
Nothing more about this woman.
Thank you, Mom. Okay, so that does work.
The situation in the Empire has driven the prices up, I'm afraid.
I feel slightly less bad about this now. is just opening the shutter that causes the things to go down. Because that's slightly dumb. Shouldn't have summoned it right there. I think I might have a little bit more time. I'm sorry, genuinely, but I need things and I wouldn't have been able to afford things. I can't tell if this is like a key or just like literally the ticket booth or what's going on. I'm also confused now because, like, before I thought that just, like, I thought that the blueprints just wouldn't show up if I'd gotten them before already, but that's apparently not the case, because there was one episode, I don't remember which one it was, where I got, like, a score of, like, 0 out of whatever blueprints, but I was very thorough. And, like, I looked up where things were later. And I definitely went to the place where those, like, blueprints, would have been. And they weren't there. So, I don't know if it's just... sometimes they don't spawn if you're in, like, New Game Plus, or what. Okay. Oh gosh, hour and a half and we're only through the first part. This is gonna be a longer episode, isn't it? Oh. That's my roommate, so I'm just checking that.
You can see Jindosh's mansion from here. Carriage line is blocked. I'll have to unlock the gate.
Well, I'm glad that, you know, she at least tells you where the fuck to go, because otherwise I would have no bloody clue. Okay, let's see. Anything in this segment? Okay, so there's corrupt bone charm and a normal bone charm and a rune. Let's get those and see... Actually, first, let's take care of these. Are there any other people immediately around? Looks like no. Well, that's not who I was trying to start with, but that's fine.
Oh, the look on his face. Well, who was he expecting? The Empress? What a fool.
Sock. One useless sock.
Okay, and then you're gonna come into range. And I'm gonna get you. Then I'll get... I should have been patient and that would have been fine.
Just work a double shift. I'll have to listen to him tell me about how good it was under the Duke's father.
Okay, let's see if this goes off without a hitch. It should, in theory. Close enough. the third? Oh, right. Here's the third. I'm just putting them over here because, like, there shouldn't be a guard patrol over this direction. Oh, hey, I can climb in through the windows now. That's nice. Okay, there's more information on the Clockwork soldiers. Anything down this direction? No? Okay. There's a... Okay, you're just a control panel, which I don't need. Side alley? Side alley. Okay, so I could go up. I could use a lot of... Oh, ouch. Okay. Darn. Well, I have an idea. Let's see. It's time for vertical unwiseness. Can I? Nope. Okay. I was gonna see if I can maybe vault myself over there. Well, it looks like it's a good thing I have shadow form. Of course, the one downside to this is that now I have no idea where I'm gonna be. But I at least know that I'm on the other side of that nasty barbed wire. Confused friend.
Where is she, damn it?
She's right here. Fuck me.
What?
I have 2 sleep darts. I want to make them last. Ugh.
There, in the dumpster.
No? That did startle me, though. I was like,
I'll find you, you know.
So you're back. I hit hard. Ah! I've been fighting scum like you since I put on the uniform.
Shh, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. But Lily, you could have just gone shadow form and knocked him out. Yes, I could have. However, consider the fact that I don't want to waste mana nor mana potions. Therefore... Don't mind me. Anyone? Okay, so it looks like we have 3 over here. We'll probably... Oh, okay, well. I was guesstimating, but I would appear to have guesstimated correctly, which is always nice. Escantes. Come on, refill. There we go. Oh, I don't know if I actually completed the thought. I feel like I didn't, but I wish I would have done the mana potions give you more mana thing for now. Just because if it's they always give it to you, then I would always get more. Versus, you know, the chance to a definitive bonus compared to a flat, like a % chance to happen bonus. Just sounds better. To me? Okay. This is fine. Okay, it does look like there aren't any others, so I'm just gonna let myself...
Someone just heard a dog bark or something.
Oh.
Now we're all on edge.
handful of the Clockworks and I'll clean up the dust district.
I don't know, maybe the tall boys were better for the time of the rat plague. They made people stand up straight.
Been choked up.
The Duke has his way. We'll have an army of the Clockwork soldiers.
I wonder.
Next year.
Also, I hear you giving our current people shit. I don't know. There is something to be said. I will agree a little bit with the Clockworks being better, or with the Tall Boys being better, because of the fact that they were actually, I mean, sure, they were, you know, yes, they were cops, but there was still technically a human involved, versus the Clockworks, which it's just pure robotics and trusting the programming? Which I would love to know. What exactly? This would have been a pretty Vista. I don't think this is the one that I used. For my screenshots. Where the fuck does this go? Oh, is that a... Okay, no, not a whaler, just someone who was looking sketchy. For a second I thought maybe one of like the whalers had made it over here. I am curious though, if I can... Okay, so it looks like I can actually reach all the way over there via this, but there are still, you know, I need to get those. I need to get those. But it looks like I will be able to get over without actually completing the like wall of light problem. So that's fun. Did you? Oh, fuck me. I'm very curious how exactly these Clockworks are programmed. Just because it's like... Obviously, they're sophisticated machines. But like, how... Because like, they don't have like anything that we would think of as typical computers right now. So I'm just intensely curious as to like what they did.
Those Clockwork soldiers months before anyone else. They had a party, and we ended
like, for example,
if I hadn't spent half my...
Hey, something wrong?
What's the matter?
Are you all
You saw
right?
something?
We
like,
should rent another boat sometimes.
they have, like, they are smart enough to where they can distinguish friend from foe. However, at this time, like, we don't have, like, microchips or anything similar to hold that sort of complex programming on. So that just, to me, raises the question of, well, what is, like, what is defined as friend or foe? How, like, where is it stored? There's so many questions that it raises. Oh, that's a thought that I'm curious about. Because I don't know if it's a thing that will, like, actually, like, if it's a, like, if the document that we find in this game that will tell us this. But at one point, Jindosh managed to create a fully mechanical version of the heart. I mean, well...
At least I'm working in the good part of town now.
Well, okay, fully functional, question mark. It worked for, like...
Wrinkle. Do it yourself, then, if it's gotta be so bleedin' perfect.
Let's see if this works. Oh, I didn't open the door. Okay, that's fine. But, like, it It worked for like 16 seconds, I think it was, before... before just like burning into ash.
I've got it all wrong. Last time I had a day off was in the month of ice. I'm long overdue for a day to myself to do whatever I want.
No, I don't think so.
Whatever you need, I can't help you.
It's okay. It's okay. Oh wait, is that door open now?
Some people just have no manners.
I think... I was talking about the window, not the door. Okay, things make more sense. Clockwork soldier sold at auction. At an auction held by Kieran Jindosh, the Grand Inventor offered for sale two of his latest contraptions, marvelous clockwork soldiers, the likes of which had never been seen. The mechanical wonders sold at fierce bidding for an astonishingly high price. Never before has the wealthy class been able to protect themselves and their holdings with such vigor and style. Prior to the auction, only the likes of Duke Luca Abel and more recently our new Empress could enjoy such protection. Having seen a demonstration arranged by the genius natural philosopher himself, I was witness to what the clockwork soldiers can do. Moat to any trespasser or villain who crosses their path, I dare say Kieran Jindosh has discovered a way to end crime altogether. That's optimistic at best, and painfully blind of, like, the kind of crimes that don't involve stealing or breaking into houses. The Duchess in Green by Douglas Harwickle, historian. Much has been written on Theodonis Abel and his sons, but in her own quiet way, the Duchess Calasabel has made contributions to Sochronos that will never be forgotten. A collector of artwork, she commissioned the painting Rhodanus Abel's Incongruence with Time from Anton Sokolov. It was a tribute to her late son Rhodanus, who died at the hands of a deranged street scoundrel while studying abroad. The Duchess Abel was also an architect and busied herself with projects as varied as the building of the Orphans of Seafarers Academy and the installation of the marble flooring in the original ducal palace. The marble was a gift to the Abel family from the late Empress Jessamine Caldwin, who had the stone quarried from the cliffs of Redmoor. However, the ducal residence was raised to make room for the new palace constructed under the direction of Luca Abel. Substantially, all the artworks and treasures from the old residence were lost or destroyed. Calas was a private person and rarely made public appearances. She died in her 57th year after a tragic fall from a balcony. Sounds like she was probably pushed. Based on the fact that she's, you know, a noble in noble company in this game series. Nobles don't just fall off of balconies in Dishonored. They're pushed. Okay, we got that taken care of. Nothing upstairs. Anything downstairs? Rewire tool. Some pouches and some coin. Yeah, I kind of figured I wasn't going to be able to carry any more Spring Rangers because I don't use them. I need to check, I should have checked rather, if the Clockwork soldiers count as towards your chaos rating. I'm going to assume no, because they're not people, and only people count towards your chaos rating. So let's see, there's that one. Okay, and then there's one, oh, it's probably going to be in lockup. Okay, so let's go to the Bloodfly Nest. That's a sentence I'll never be happy to utter. The good news does look like this should take care of the problem. Well, at least took care of part of it, right? Thank fuck. Okay. Please let there be no more. Ugh. course, there's a portrait of Jindosh in the mission to abduct him. Well, not abduct him. He's not so close. We don't need him for our plans. Corrupt Bone Charm. Clumsy Assassin. Get that shit off the wall. Clumsy Assassin, what do you do? Yeah, no thank you. It does sound cool, I will grant. But, no thank you. Sorry, for anyone who didn't read that, I realized I only put that up there briefly. Clumsy, oh, you know what? I could probably, well, but then I would still need to go back around anyway. Fine. Clumsy Assassin, what it does is, its effect is that... Oh wait, is there a... Wait, that thing had wires. Probably? Oh, they do, but they're on the other side. Darn. Okay. Okay, so that thing, the... Clumsy Assassin, its effect is that you can, whenever you, like choke somebody out or assassinate them, you turn briefly invisible, which is cool. The downside is that, in general, you're more noisy. And, like, whenever you peek around corners, it's easier for them to see you. And just, no thank you. No thank you to all of that. Okay, so there's this building is apparently a guard outpost, which I completely fucking missed. Oh, there's more of you upstairs. Okay. I'll go ahead and take a quick jaunt upstairs then. If you don't mind, I'll let myself in. Oh, lovely, an interrogation room. Y'all Grand Guard really like interrogating massive fucking air quotes, don't you? Fucking swear. Is there anyone upstairs? Oh, there is one of you upstairs. That's actually very convenient. I mean, it's partially inconvenient. Which way are you gonna turn, Mr. Sir? Cool, thank you. Okay. So we have a plan. Gonna go around this door, gonna open it up, gonna link the person who's typing away. Close the door. Then we're going to wait till that person's walking the opposite direction. And then we're going to choke him out. Something that I know many people would be happy for me to do to them, but that's another story. Wonderful. Lieutenant Rockos, by now you've had time to think it over. I'm in a good position where I'm at, and I got the same deal going with four others in the Grand Guard, spread out over Karnaca. People I trust, we're watching major entry points. The offer is unchanged. If a very important person from Dunwall comes through alone or with anyone else, you're part of the squad taking them down. Do whatever it takes to keep them quiet. Whatever it takes. Bring the body to me and we'll all gather up. The six of us will make a credit for the arrest and we'll split the Duke's reward. Money and maybe post to the Grand Palace. Stick with us in this, Lieutenant, and maybe you'll increase your odds. But don't tell a single soul. Y'all are just as crooked as the people that y'all, like, claim to be better than. Interrogation report. Captain Caliero. Your name is Hieronymus Blas. Suspect, yes. Captain Caliero. And you admit to the writing, printing, and distributing of the pamphlet called Get the Clinkers Off Our Streets. Suspect, yes. You should read it. How long before the Grand Guard is entirely replaced by those mechanical soldiers? Indifferent to human suffering, following some aristocrats' orders blindly. Corporal. He kinda has a point, Captain. What if the Duke thinks we're not good enough for the job anymore? I don't want to go back to the mines. Captain. Corporal, this is hardly appropriate. Suspect. Imagine. Infallible, incorruptible soldiers. Corporal. He's right, Captain. Captain. Interrogation suspended. Send report to Furnace. Amazing. Get the clankers off Karnaca streets. Beware a strange sound like the clanking of a factory machine. You might be seconds from an encounter with the latest work of our Grand Inventor Kieran Jindosh. And what should we think of these new marvels of industry, coveted by the wealthiest members of Karnacan society and standing vigil over their estates? I will tell you, these Clockwork soldiers are a danger to us all, taking lives with all the morality of a shopkeeper's adding machine. They fight for days without rest as long as the whale oil tanks hidden in their backs don't run dry. Tyranny awaits unless we act now and reestablish the lawful society established by the former Duke of Serkonos, twice the leader his indolent, irresponsible son has proven to be. Citizens of Karnaca, fight to get these clankers off our streets. Well, here I was worried the clankers was going to be something... Oh, what's the word? Deriving somebody. That's the word. Derasive. That's what I was looking for. The Astounding Clockwork Soldiers. A precise history by the creator himself, Kieran Jindosh, Grand Inventor. Chapter 23. Dear readers, you'll be fascinated to know that earlier models of my Clockwork Soldiers had human-like faces. Allow me to explain. As you know from chapters 18 through 22, I had been testing the Clockwork Soldiers against a wide range of enemies. Early in this process, a problem emerged. There would be thieves and assailants. The would-be thieves and assailants were not intimidated by the delicate ceramic faces of the earlier prototypes. One criminal even believed he recognized an uncle in attempted conversation. Undeterred, I set about redesigning the head mechanism, encasing it with a terrifying visage. I knew I had found the right design when my first set of subjects fell to their knees in fear. Alright, so it's also kind of a fun, like, nudge to an early, like, concept art piece, which was, like, an early idea, which was actually used for the next game, which is that, like, the Clockwork Soldiers, and I think it was shown in, like, the trailers, had, like, human faces, but made out of ceramics, and were really, really fucking creepy. Okay, this is just another entry point, maybe? Or maybe somewhere to hide. Also, certainly a distraction point. I'm curious what is at the very top of this particular room. Are you literally just asleep? New gate code. Attention everyone, the new code for the gate is 964. Once you've read and memorized, destroy the note. Remember, do not write them down or forget to destroy the notes. Alright, we have to actually open the physical gate and not just the wall of light. Well, got that done. I will say, there are kind of like a few different parts of this game where like it's not as open-ended as the first game, which is kind of meh. So like this one, for example. And admittedly, the first game isn't... I got both the things, right? Yes, good. I'm gonna see if I can take... I'm gonna try to taking the interesting, like... using my powers to leap across instead of taking the carriage. Because I'm curious. But like, there were some parts in the first game where like you kind of... like, I wouldn't say forced, but like, you didn't really have a whole lot of options. But this game also, like, there's some parts where it just kind of feels like, you don't really have a whole lot of choice other than to do one specific thing. And just a little bit sad, because that's part of why I really like this game, is the fact that, you know, you can do a lot, and don't really have a whole lot of railroading going on. So, as you will see, so there are a couple different parts of this particular section, that are, okay, cool, I did quick save. I didn't think I did. There are a couple segments of this, or like, not segments, but this next segment definitely has, like, it's optional whether or not you take a very particular action, which is activating any of the various things around the house. And you'll see what I mean relatively shortly. And I'm not going to? Well, wait, no, I am. I'm not going to avoid them, was the sentence that I thought of. Because
The mansion has a strange beauty to it.
Yeah, it really does.
Maybe I'll find a way to end this without killing Kieran Jindosh.
We will, but it's not much better. Because the thing that makes this level so fascinating to me is the weird architecture and engineering that's gone into it. And if you go the super stealthy route, you don't get to see much of it. And it makes me jump.
Alright, I need to eliminate Jindosh and find Anton Sokolov.
Welcome to my home, stranger. The door is always open to those with the will to pass the threshold. If you're here by appointment, then proceed and bide your time. Otherwise, I'd be remiss if I didn't inform you about the defensive mechanisms employed here, which are quite formidable. Many have entered without invitation, for reasons as myriad as the fish in the ocean. But of those
There are such strange and wonderful things living down in the deep.
Oh, whoops. Essentially what he said was, everyone's welcome to come in. If you're here for like a specific thing, just wait. Otherwise, feel free, like, essentially just come in and wait. And, I'll be with you if you have an appointment. Otherwise, you're welcome to kind of come in, take, have a look around. Otherwise, but like, don't go too far. Otherwise, is a good example. Otherwise, not a whole lot of people have found their way back out. And, where is it? There's the thing. Ah, here it is. Time for things to get weird.
Who would build something like this? And why?
It's so cool.
Someone's activated one of the mechanisms in my house.
Jindosh.
My home is always open. It's one of my great curiosities, seeing how the common mind navigates these shifting rooms. I'm Kieran Jindosh, but you must know that. I invite you to continue, stranger. Just come up the stairs. Meet with me face to face in the upper hall.
Yeah. The good news is, as he kind of mentioned, these things have one primary weakness.
Affinity. Enemy evasion. At your last moment, the last vision you behold is a work of scintillating industry, the very pinnacle of invention.
So there are a couple things I'm gonna try here. Wait. Oh, interesting. I can hide stuff I don't use a lot. Oh, that's what that's for. I was very confused. I was like, why is this show a thing? I'm just gonna keep all my options open. But so, reminder, these things react, if their sensors are destroyed, they react solely to sound. And I think so long as I'm quiet, I can essentially walk right up to one. Oh, okay, so it will...
Combat state.
Okay, so...
The machine has lost its quarry.
Can I pull things off of you? Looks like no.
Visitors, another test for the Clockwork soldiers. Each makes them better in the end.
Oh shit.
Overheating. Stop all that. Playback indicates lost enemy. Most unexpected and truly impressive. Not many people would still be standing after that.
Yeah, well, go fuck yourself, Jindosh.
The courtesy of seeing you by this point.
Oh, here's the thing. Here's what the early models looked like.
Hello, stranger.
Is there an actual microphone? It would be fun to, like, converse with him, if you weren't such a prick. Okay, I am curious, though.
I expected the courtesy of seeing you by this point.
Well, you can hold your frickin' horses. So this was the door I came in. Was it really all just this one room that changed so much?
Don't be rude. Make yourself known.
That's wild. God, this place is cool. Don't get me wrong, I dislike Jindosh immensely. Wait, who was alerted? Oh, hi. But his place is fucking cool.
Exploration of the area. The machine search.
Okay, so there are... yeah, there's lots here. Okay, so let's see if I can make this as concise as possible.
Ah, the space behind the walls.
Let's see. What do you do?
Hello, are you there? I can't sense your weight on the floors or the sounds of your breathing anymore, but it seems like a reasonable guess that somehow you've gotten beyond the inner walls of the house. You're shy then. So be it. In the end, you'll be stretched out in my laboratory.
I don't like you,
Naturally, I'll
Jindosh.
pry apart all your secrets. I'll make a study of it. Ah, I sense your movements. I know where you are.
It's also interesting just seeing, I guess, the logic put into making this place. It's both incredibly complicated and both very, very simple. There's also a fun thing that apparently happens. I don't know how. Well, actually, no, I do know how, but I've not done it myself. But if you, if you use, like, time stop or something, or doppelganger, he's confused. I guess he's not, I guess he didn't, it is hard, I will give him, it is hard to build things with keeping in mind how to stop an entity with supernatural powers. I will give him that much. Though given that he's clearly tampered a bit with supernatural powers, given that he made a working version of the heart that worked for a while before quitting out, it still surprises me.
Extra diagnostic playback loop.
I'm very glad the the Sentinels, they always talk to themselves.
Reintroducing graphite.
And Jindosh is kind of, it is entertaining because he does have, like, there are segments within his programming where clearly he forgot to do certain things. Like, some of them, like, they'll sometimes hear them say things that are like, note to self, take out this audio log before ending, for example. Okay, I'm going to try a thing. Where's the button? Am I gonna get crushed? No.
If you're there, I have to warn you, that area is not safe. Not meant for human passage.
Okay, so we're back in the big area. I really, like, I know, like, I've done this mission, but I don't remember.
Breathtaking. According to the scales beneath the floor and my acoustic sensors, you move quite quickly.
I don't remember how to go about things. Just that this is, in fact, a thing, and it's complicated because his house is a freaking maze. And that's putting it lightly. I don't have need for a stun mine just yet. Otherwise... you I could use. Is there a way to open you? Yeah, there we go. No comment on that, Mr. Jindosh? Mr. Dickhead? I don't know, maybe it was just like in the era before, you know, human ethics and stuff were considered. But there's a view of the head that I'm not going to instantly destroy. But I don't know what it is, but something about, like, all the, like, super smart people in Dishonored, they're all like, oh yes, human suffering's not real if it's done to test subjects. It's like, what even are you on about? Oh. Wait.
Barred from the other side.
Okay, I need to do something, clearly. Maybe this is the one I need to hit. That looks like a crack.
Would this place be any different had I not passed from the world?
I don't know, Mom. I'm so nervous that it's gonna pop out like some of the soldiers. Yeah, like those. I am curious if they will hurt each other. Or if they're even active right now. Oh, I forgot. I do have use for the stun mines. Because the stun mines will destroy them. I like collecting their little nameplates.
Got out of that alive.
Very good planning. I thought that that would... Because I know that door. Like, I'm very familiar with that particular hallway. Let's see. Going up is sometimes a fun thing. Also, I'm curious. did I turn on quest markers again, or are those still off? Ah, I did forget to turn them back on. That would explain part of why I am being slightly confused. Okay. Are any of those open? Looks like no. Okay, and they don't break either, and that's an important thing. So I'm not going to bother trying to climb up there. Okay. Oh gosh. This place is a bloody maze. Oh, hey, well, isn't that just convenient? I do love that that's a... Wait, hold on. Mr. Jindosh, are you telling me that that is frequent enough that it's not a concern to you? Okay, let's go back upstairs. And hope I don't accidentally get myself killed. I should be safe here on the premise of the fact that I was... Yeah, I figured he wouldn't want to crush his display cases, so I figured that was safe. I do also know that there are, like, actually people here, too? So that's fun. On Baker's, an electroshock. My electroshock machine provides insights into the human mind, though admittedly the subject is damaged or destroyed in the process. The advancement of knowledge is usually worth the sacrifice, of course. Once, having tested it on a baker, I found that I could obliterate the memories of his life and thus his personality while not impeding his ability to bake bread. I thought it odd at the time, but it's this exact effect I wish to reproduce in Sokolov. Sadly, I've never been able to reproduce it to my satisfaction. Sokolov, however, is no mere baker. If he refuses to aid me, it's doubtful that the machine could be used to weaken his willpower without also obliterating the knowledge and capabilities that are so precious to me. Still, the thought of reducing Sokolov to a state of infantile stupor is satisfying.
What cruelty is this? With this machine, maybe you won't have to die after all, Jindosh.
Yeah. So, remember how I mentioned that the non-lethal option for Jindosh is cruel as hell?
You're quite close now. I can't remember any other visitor getting so far. Do you feel pride? Anticipation?
That's why I say that it's incredibly cruel.
Aramis Stilton?
I know that name. Are you the one who went missing? You are the one who went missing. Let me just take a bath.
It seems you found my bedroom, though I confess sleep usually eludes me. My mind won't stop turning.
Well, that's funny. I don't know. For some reason that seems really funny to me, accidentally finding his bedroom. Oh shit.
Playback indicates some detection without...
Switching props. Besides, You're rich enough to afford a couple of the Clockworks? I happen to know you've doubled your fortune since the Duke took over the silver mine.
Lower wages means higher profits, but it's my time that's precious. I'm not used to waiting.
The machine has lost its quarry.
I thought I placed a mine. Did I not? That would explain why I still had one. I thought I had used the last of mine.
You might think you're going to elude my Clockworks, but you'll only end up teaching me, adding to my studies.
I hate this level. There's so much glass.
Exploration of the area.
Oh, shit. Hi. Apparently you can climb? I didn't realize that.
Playback indicates lost one of my Clockwork soldiers. I'll have questions about that once I have you restrained.
That is a bold assumption. Silly Jindosh, no one gets to restrain me without my consent. Okay, I'm out of things, but I'm not out of ideas, nor a lack of common sense to stop. And I have just the amount of lack of common sense to not let things such as concerns stop me.
Duke Luca Abel.
Okay, I'm gonna try to see if I can shoot the back plate with the fire bolt.
Well, the machine should interact. Well, I fear no stranger entering here. My Clockwork soldiers
Oh shit.
Switching to alternative tactical mode.
Whew. Okay, well that didn't quite work. I'm now trapped on the toilet. Those are words I never expected to say in this particular game series.
All movements are linked. Everything has a purpose. It's all connected, you see. Rear enemy, if this plays.
Okay, there should be a stun mine in one of these. Yeah, this one. The one downside is that... Where are you gonna go? There is one downside to this, which is the fact that so I have them upgraded to where they shoot a total of 3 times. I know, I don't give a shit. Oh wait, where'd you go? I sent it flying, which is unfortunate because I like collecting them. I don't know why. I like taking trophies of enemies. Oh, there it is. That's satisfying. What was I gonna say? I don't know. I mean this sarcastically, but Emily Caldwin is also anti...
So many events in motion, each exerting subtle gravity. With Delilah, a new empire could be drawn, and all the old barriers broken. Much could be accomplished. My Clockwork soldiers have played their part, but each costs more coin than a wealthy man sees in a lifetime. It could take years to find a solution on my own. But if Sokolov can be tamed, together we might refine the process, making new Clockworks at a fraction of the cost. Whether I seduce my old teacher with the thrill of discovery, or whether I'm forced to apply the clamps to his flesh and turn on the voltage, no matter.
God, I hate you so much, Jindosh. Anything else to read? No? Okay. Inspect circuitry. Inoperative. I should think so. Alright, thank you for reminding me I needed to take my healing potion.
I think I just saw something.
I've had faithful burglars, fortune hunters, and professional killers come through my door, only to expire begging for mercy, crying out for release after only a few hours.
Hey, where did you go?
Are you gonna come through the door? You're gonna open the door before you take a hammer. Okay, oh, so, like, yes, she's an Empress. However, she's very, like... From everything we've seen, she's very, like... People rule... Rulers rule at their leisure, it feels like. I mean... Within reason. There's always the, you know, issue whenever you have an empire of people, like, wanting... I have no idea where the fuck I'm going. But just like, if nothing else.
Stand clear! I'm bringing up the arc pylon!
I'm sorry. The what now? Can I? Okay. That's good to know. Rune or bone charm nearby. And of course it's on the other side of stuff. This area is very frustrating.
Shifting the walls and floors as if you were born here. Clever. Or are you just moving things at random?
Bit of column A, bit of column B. Okay, this is the same desk that I've already been in.
I think you'll like what's coming next, stranger.
Will I really? Or am I in for something very unpleasant? An unfinished letter on legacy. Oh fuck, this is gonna take so long. Honestly, I bear no ill will towards Emily Caldwin or her father, the Royal Protector. I've never given a single fig for any of those palace-born nobles in Dunwall, so how could I think ill of one Empress or another? You would not be incorrect in suggesting that my motivation for assisting the Duke were at least twofold. I wanted to advance the cause of natural philosophy for the sake of the work itself, and to show those stodgy morons at the Academy the light they very nearly extinguished. Further, of course, I am no stranger to infamy, and in fact I am fond of it. There's more driving the engines of my desire. Dynasties rise and fall with the ages through mundane catalysts such as famine, plague, or bankruptcy. Now, however, we live in time that is being shaped by genius. Just as Roseboro, Sokolov, Joplin, and Hypatia have set the wheels of history spinning with their contributions, so will Kieran Jindosh. Ugh. And it is my goal to eclipse those who come before me. No matter how the history books record the tale regarding this turn in power, it must be stated that it was only possible through the advances in industry and technological exploration. Power now rests in the hands of the brilliant, and the world will never be the same. It definitely rests in the hands of the wicked. Okay, that's the one that we read earlier this episode. Oh, hey. That is indeed actually the laboratory.
At last, stranger, you found me. You realize you're only the second person to set foot in this room, the most sophisticated laboratory in the Isles. Please, try not to damage anything when you die. Clockwork soldiers, dispatch this intruder!
I'm really confused, because there's a thing where he comes and, like, talks to you on the other side of this, like, bridge. But he didn't do it this time. Well, I have Clockwork soldiers to destroy. I have one of those. Okay. I'm curious if I can get them...
Alright, enough of this. Come out and face me.
Okay, also important thing. I don't want them... Like, I don't want to kill Kieran. So I'm gonna try my best to not... Like... So I could shoot...
My home, drawn by tales of riches and marvels. It's a puzzle, you see. Only the one capable of reaching me deserves to be in my company. Is that you, stranger?
Okay,
This
let's
must
try...
be the electroshock machine Jindosh mentioned.
Playback indicates some detection without certainty.
Kieran Jindosh.
I do genuinely like the way that they're, like, quote-unquote voiced by him. Okay, so... Okay. Have a plan. Going to shoot their heads off at a distance so that they'll just freeze in place.
This indicates the search zone. Displays if someone eludes the machine. Know that your last moments, the last vision you behold, is a work of scintillating industry. The very pinnacle of invention.
So apparently you can't instantly shoot them off, which is slightly annoying, but that's okay.
The machine has lost its quarry. Each new visitor is another...
No! Don't!
Each makes them better. In the end, playback for unambiguous enemy.
Goodbye, Grand Inventor.
Kieran. Okay, so I'm going... So apparently for some reason it did it on the right, from my perspective, right-hand one, but not the left-hand one. So I'm going to use a stun grenade, or stun mine. Please don't see me.
Playback indicates some detection. Playback indicates... the name.
Okay. Oh. Actually, this might be good, because that might mean that I can actually...
The machine has lost its quarry.
actually get away and hide. Which would be ideal. But yeah, no, so he had this, like, admittedly it's a very dickish speech, but essentially he had this, like, very big, like, oh, hello, I deduced that it was you because X, Y, O, Z thing. It's like, go fuck yourself, Jindosh.
Triggering electrostatic discharge. Stand clear. Know that your last moment, the last vision you behold, is a work of scintillating industry.
Is that just a pre-made thing? Like, just every time somebody takes one of those, like every time someone, like, engages in one of those, it just starts going off on, like, know that the last vision you see is a thing of marvel and industry. God, I hate him. Oh, hey, I already took out your backplate. Wonderful.
Each new visitor is another test for the Clockwork soul.
I'm aware, Jindosh. I am curious if perhaps now I can just speak to you. Or if I'm gonna have to take you out. By take you out, I mean, like, you know, knock unconscious. Well, okay. Hi, buddy. Yeah, so we're not gonna get to it quite just yet, because I want to loot this place. But definitely going to be doing the non-lethal thing, which in this case happens to be ruining his intellect. So that's, you know, pleasant. I definitely will say I think this mission is this game's equivalent to the Lady Boyle mission of the first game, in the term of, like, I think the lethal option's probably kinder, cause it's sad and fucked up. Note to Kieran Jindosh. Kieran, it's my hope that the pale stars look down with favor upon your attempts to join Sokolow's favor. But if the old goat will not bend to your will, I can offer an alternative to merely keep him locked in your assessment chamber and subjecting him to cruel electrotherapy. I've started a new effigy cast in Sokolow's shape. Given time, I believe it might grant me some influence over your esteemed guest, Brianna. Oh right, isn't Brianna, like, one of, like, Delilah's, like, pets or whatever? Conditioning Sokolov. Tired of dealing with my old teacher, I'm confident that I don't need him to simplify the design of Clockwork Soldier, but without Sokolov it could take years to reduce the cost of each Clockwork to design a version that can be built with cheaper and more readily available materials and assembled by Duca Bell's half-witted factory workers. The Duke will lead his Clockwork army, and I'll make sure of that. The question is when. I'll keep experimenting with the electroshock machine, trying to get it just right. And if Sokolov can't be made to help me, I'll continue using the machine on him, anyway, as entertainment. You know, I now feel much less sympathy for you. Yeah, placing him in there. Okay.
physician and head of the Academy of Natural Philosophy. In your prime, the most sought-after painter in all the Empire. My hero in younger days. Now, my puppet.
If you're going to use this inelegant-looking device against me, get on with it, Jindosh. Though I'm not sure what you hope to accomplish. I must admit to feeling a bit of professional curiosity as to the function of the apparatus.
Patience, friend, patience. The sequence of events is important. You'll come to understand my electroshock machine, but when? Before or after that light leaves your eyes? And where does it go when it disappears? Who will tell me that?
Has anyone ever loved the sound of his own voice as much as you do, Kieran? Perhaps the device could tell us that.
No, sadly, it cannot. But what it can do is take from you the thing you love the most. Your precious intellect. If you won't agree to collaborate on the next Clockwork prototype, I'll use the device on that brain of yours, Sokolov.
I refuse. If I'm to be a drooling idiot, at least I won't be bothered by any more of your rambling fury.
I do anyway, okay, so powering the electroshock machine. Note to self, there's insufficient power to operate the electroshock machine. Until this is rectified, I have to compensate, freeing up more power for the electroshock machine by configuring the other laboratory platforms so they draw the least power. Total power available
the
right
lab
is
machines are draining
11.
away too much electricity.
Right, okay, so electroshock, okay, so the total available is 11. The electroshock takes 7. So let's pull up the anatomy and optics should be fine. Yeah, also for anyone who didn't hear exactly, that conversation was essentially Jindosh just threatening Sokolov with what we're getting ready to do to him. So, that's just lovely. Jindosh entry on Whalebone. Today I'll raise the anatomy platform, bringing it up to the laboratory floor where I can resume my work evaluating the rune artifact. Even as a man dedicated to natural philosophy, I must admit that my association with the occultist Brianna Ashworth has renewed my interest in the study of whalebone. Given what I've seen over the past 3 years working with Brianna, I cannot entirely dispel the idea that the bones of leviathans possess unusual properties. When pressed, she speaks in the meaningless palaver of the spiritualists. In an attempt to find answers on my own, I procured one of the so-called rune artifacts, considered heretical, of course, by the narrow minds of the Abbey. However, thus far my examinations have netted nothing of interest. A sample of human tissue affected by these runes might reveal more. We're able to get, say, the jawbone of one of those poor sods burned alive by the overseers. Yeah. Letter from Delilah. Kieran, you asked what the void looks like and feels like, if it can be measured like a real place. Here's my answer. Don't concern yourself with such matters. It is as real as anything I've ever experienced, but if you understood it, you'd know that such a statement makes as little sense as saying that I have been dead. The void is unspeakable, it is infinite, and it is nowhere, ever-changing and perpetual. I lost my place. There are more things in the endless black void, Kieran Jindosh, than are dreamt of in your natural philosophy. Leave aside things beyond your reach and be content that you are gifted with more insight than the common man. Delilah. Delilah, how do you manage to be insulting even when... Still not... So I need optics. I think it is. It's hard to tell. I don't understand if they're added together or how exactly this is measured. So I am kind of not quite hitting at random, but I am somewhat guessing since I don't know exactly what effect on power draw. I don't know, understand exactly how everything functions. Are you all done? Nope, not yet. Right. Anatomy and optics use the least. No, it's still not powered. I don't think. Oh man, I feel nervous of... Free the electroshock machine. Okay, I think I did. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay, so definitively anatomy and optics. Maybe if I just like toggle it off? I don't know, maybe I need to just actually, maybe I need to just only pull up the chemistry workshop? I'm really at a bit of a loss. It's so cool. It's such a shame he's such a terrible person, because, like, I'm not a crafter type myself. But, like, Quinn makes things. And Quinn, I can only imagine that this would be, to put it simply, a pain in the ass. I haven't gotten any sort of, like, notification saying that, like, oh, hey. Oh, wait, there's Bay 1. And then, is there... Bay 1, anatomy. Ah, I see. Okay, I missed that there was 2 control panels. There we go. I have eyes. They work sometimes. Anything important that I should steal? Other than, you know, this man's towering intellect, which will be taken shortly. I mean, that's gonna be a little bit more editing. That's fine.
The electroshock machine should work now.
Okay, so if you don't want to watch this, I feel that in the depths of my soul. So, I'm gonna go and put a timestamp here, should be below me taking up most of the screen. In this, so if you skip ahead to that point in the video, it should be once this whole nasty business is over. If you are still listening to this, then I hope you're ready. This is not kind. I am not following my own advice and being kind toward myself and others. Oh, Void. I forget if it happens all at once or if it's in stages like the last one.
No! You don't know what you're doing! Anything! I'll give you anything you want! Stop! Don't do this! So much will be lost! An age of advancement!
Yeah, but you're an absolute asshole? And you were planning on doing this to Sokolov.
Too bad it had to come to this, Jindosh.
And if I combine the acid against a copper plate, what does it do?
Ugh.
I knew that a moment ago.
Yeah.
Does anyone know the answer?
His finger also doubles as a pipe.
I had an idea, but it's gone now.
It's just so sad seeing, like...
I'm very much afraid of what's happened.
Yeah, like, he knows. He's very well aware of what the void just happened.
You can't have put me through that machine, but wait, what does it do?
I almost feel bad. Almost. Not quite, but almost.
Kill me.
As he sees them,
Make me...
all is shifting, intermingling.
Something glory, something big is gone and I can't name it.
Great theorems drift just beneath the surface, just beyond his reach. But he cannot hold a thought for more than a few seconds.
The other students will laugh at me now.
When he remembers, he is filled with rage and despair. The great cathedral of his mind, abandoned and ruined.
Oh. Also, I don't know if it was caught, but he did he asked us to put him out of his misery, and it's I hate it. I hate it. Also, the folks who turned away should have joined us about a little bit ago. I'm gonna be cutting it back, not right after, but after I've walked away. We might still pass by him, because I am just gonna be investigating, but I don't know how much more dialogue he has on the subject of sleep darts. Thank Void. Alright, cool, now I don't have to destroy the rest of his machines that I come across. Spectacular. Everything's so shiny.
How Karnaca has fallen since the old days.
Okay, so that's...
With your help, perhaps it will not descend into complete ruin.
Alright, I meant to bring up the other thing. Okay, so that was weaponry. Once this side gets done, I'm going to bring up chemistry over here and just see what all is available. Oh man, sorry. I know I'm usually a bit more talkative. It's just, that's rough. Also, because so something that's always fucked with me is the fact that there's a part of our brains, I believe it's called the Corpus Callosum, if I remember correctly. I know it's a part of the brain, I don't know if it's the one I'm thinking of. But essentially, if you've ever seen a brain, you'll have seen that there's essentially a bridge running down between the two halves of our brain. That thing. Well, there's a thing called split brain surgery. I don't know if it's still actually used, but essentially its function is for I don't remember what things it's used to treat, because again, I know just enough about psychology to be fascinated and a little bit dangerous. But there are some things that it's been used to treat where essentially having that split helps them cope with other things, which is cool. The thing that messes with me is that it then alters your perception in ways that is mind-boggling to me, because they'll give an example is they're shown one test that has been run. I don't know how recently, I also don't know how ethically, but it's a test that I remember studying, where essentially someone who's had the split brain thing done.
For just a second, he had a new line of thinking. The solution to a great engineering problem. Now, lost.
I genuinely feel bad for him. And, like, for, like, the loss that his knowledge would have, like, given everybody. Like, he could have definitely helped a lot. But he was a terrible person and threw his lot in with terrible people. So... Ugh. But so, like, one test that's been done is essentially a screen that just has, like, fire truck, or, like, other words that are comprised of two other words. Oh, hey, I was wondering when I would find that. And, essentially, it would be done so in a way that, like, each side was hidden from the other eye. So, like, the right eye could only see the right, like, could see truck, and the other eye could see fire, but the... And... What is it? It was like... Jindosh. I was pleased to hear that the Duke has you working on a much less costly version of your Clockwork Soldier. I saw firsthand what a handful of Clockworks did in Dunwall. With many more units, we should be able to assert much more military power following the coup. What truly concerns me is the timetable. When will you be able to send us a date? We have ambitious plans, my friend, and we cannot accomplish them. We cannot accomplish them without our Grand Inventor. Sincerely, Major Neko Fiados, first attachment to the Duke, Grand Serkonan Guard. And, like, the thing that messes with me is the fact that, like, so it's like our language processing and our art processing essentially are on the two different halves. And so essentially the language processing part of the brain, or like, so they would be able to essentially like write, I think it was like they'd be able to like say fire, and then like they would draw like a truck. So clearly they were seeing and processing both sides, but they wouldn't, like, couldn't put it together into fire truck, and it just, it's fascinating, but also just mind-blowing to me.
Delilah Copperspoon.
Fuck you, Delilah. Just, I don't know. The thought of something literally being, like, right there, but just being unable to comprehend it because of something, just, it's hard for me to wrap my head around. I understand it in, like, a cognitive sense, but, like, actually understanding it, or, like, imagining what it's like, throws me. Okay, so we have 3 more things to get. I'm gonna make use of the elevator. I don't know what else to do right now. Let's go up to the office. There you are. I was like, where? Okay, we're on the 2nd floor. And we know that the assessment thingy is in the basement. Oh, wait. It's literally just took me upstairs to his own thing. Okay. I'm also curious if... No, he's too clever for that. That's fair. I was curious if I could destroy his elevator too, but no such luck. Okay, so maintenance. Anyway, Emily's very anti, authoritarianism and stuff, and that's very trans of her. So say that looks like it can be opened. I don't know what good this does me, if any. It looks like I can maybe find my way to somewhere using these pipes.
It's a long way down.
Yeah, I'm trying not to think about that, Emily. Oh, hey, I can't believe that actually fucking worked. I did not expect anything to actually be up here. Oh, hey, this is the place I've been already. Conditioning Sokolov, my efforts to fine-tune the electroshock machine have been less than successful, breaking down the more bothersome elements of a subject's personality, such as willpower, while leaving cognition and creativity and harms proven unrealistic. Instead, my machine leaves the subject by babbling like a child, which is the opposite of what I need from Sokolov. Yeah. I would feel worse if not for the fact that he literally was, like, threatening that to Sokolov constantly. Okay, so this is just if you want privacy or not. That's what this toggles. Gosh, I'm really tempted to, like, just cut out me searching for the things, but I know there's gonna be, like, interesting atmospheric details that I would hate for people to miss. Which is both wonderful and also, like, kind of a curse, because I'm like, I don't want to bore you all. But also, I don't want y'all to miss out on anything just because I try to cut things out. Do not use the elevator before these hours. I need my 4 hours of sleep. That's a mood. I guess we'll try assessment chamber.
Maya spent 3 months over on the west side working near Lady Pinoli. That's all it took. Now he's a major. Bastard. Now what?
There's no one in there, right?
Jindosh guy even need us?
Okay, good.
No one comes here.
Aww. That's so cute. You're pretending to be fighting somebody.
Why shouldn't I? I deserve it.
Oh, also, I didn't demonstrate Jindosh's, shit. Lethal extermination, because it's nothing super interesting. You just stab him through the neck. I do remember that from last time. I believe they make rounds around here. So... that should be a good safe bet. Shit.
Why would you work? I don't want to die. What's going on here?
Anyone else around here? going to assume... Okay,
Life
you're...
of fetching slippers or opening carriage doors. Not as bad as it sounds.
Okay. You're not a part of this, so I do apologize. But I am going to just make sure that you don't accidentally alert anybody that something's going on. Okay, and then... Power's going where now? Oh, fuck me. Okay, so that is...
What's coming from here? Let's see. Nothing here. Let's have a look around.
Okay, so that power line is going somewhere I can't get to at the moment. That's fine. Sokolov needs... Note to staff, as you know, we have a special guest in the assessment chamber, Anton Sokolov. While this facility is not noted for its creature comforts, I expect Sokolov's basic needs and bodily functions to be taken care of so they never become a nuisance to me. That's fair. I thought that somewhere there's like a note about like peculiar dietary needs. Playing this game makes me oddly hungry. Because the food looks good at this point. And I'm running a little bit low on food, so you know.
We're moving at last, but where is Jindosh? A body? Here?
Something wrong?
Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if pickpocketing one would have pickpocketed the other. An invitation letter from Jindosh. Dear Mr. Hydros, it is my pleasure to play host to you and give you a personal demonstration of Clockwork soldiers as you take a possession of your own. As you must know, the cost is exceptionally high, but once you see my creation in action, you'll be unable to resist the purchase. Please arrive at the appointed date between the hours of 2 and 3 in the afternoon. It is important that you arrive at the time I've specified, as I might otherwise mistake you for an intruder. Sincerely, Kieran Jindosh. We've read that already.
I think I just saw something.
The one thing I really don't want to do right now is that I do know that there is a, I know two things. One, I believe there's a wall of light up ahead, if I remember correctly. Yeah, and that's still acting. I don't... Well, actually, now I do. There we go. Now that'll stop bugging me in the back of my mind. Okay, Oracular Order divided. A representative from the Sisterhood of the Sisters of the Oracular Order in Serkonos paid a surprise visit this week to officials at the Grand Palace, delivering a message that calls them to doubt the Order's formerly held position on the illegitimacy of our new Empress, Delilah Caldwin. It seems that there is intense disagreement between the sects of the secretive organization. While not a full reversal, the visit to the Grand Palace prompted the following statement from Duke Luca Abel. It pleases me that the Sisters of the Oracular Order have come closer to endorsing our beloved Empress Delilah Caldwin. Her recent and valiant coup is an attempt at restoring just rule to the Empire, and I advise the Oracular Order and the ever-stubborn Abbey the Everyman to immediately embrace Delilah as Empress, accepting her wisdom and authority. We thank the Oracular Sisters for delivering this vision, and we call for a day of celebration. Meanwhile, Vice Overseer Liam Byrne, speaking on behalf of the Abbey the Everyman, advises restraint, saying that the latest missives from the Oracular Order are still being interpreted and debated. Yeah, because, you know, with anything that's, like, spiritual, everything has to be heavily, heavily debated. Which is fair. It just seems to primarily be whenever it is convenient for those in power. Okay, so we have that power down. Wait. Did I see this as an option on the thing? Is this the same elevator? Oh, it is. I just apparently didn't realize it. That's strange, but okay. Okay, so most of the things are on the guest floor, then it would appear. Yeah, it's on the floor above me. Okay. Conditioning Sokolov, so the high and mighty Anton Sokolov won't deign to aid me in my efforts to make a new version of the Clockwork Soldier. Fine, I have another solution. My electroshock machine. Along a side project of little practical use will be just the thing. If I can find the right calibration, I should be able to damage those parts of Sokolov's mind related to independence and the free will, leaving intact the vast knowledge and hopefully an even more important quality the old man possesses. Though it pains me to admit his legendary creativity. Okay, so I gotta reconfigure the room so I can get in. Oh, I hate this part. This should take care of that. Probably?
Okay, trigger exploration grid.
Okay, fine. So essentially this part, it's kind of like a maze. Just that you also have to, like, make the walls move in the maze.
Triggering electrostatic discharge. Stand clear. Playback indicates lost enemy.
Well, I really hope that that is the only one in here, cause that took both of my stun mines. Hey, there we go. So if I could have that back. That didn't quite work. That's fine. Ugh. I so do hate Jindosh and his little games. At least I do have enough rewire tools so that if I get close, I can rewire them. Because at this point, rewiring them shouldn't be a problem. Crown Killer. The bloody topology of Grim Alex. Note from Anton Sokolov. My dear Anton. Oh, never mind. I misunderstood. Note 2. I hope the sound of the clockwork soldier outside your cell doesn't disturb your rest. I find the solid footfalls and gentle electric hum to be soothing, but you may be of a different opinion. In fact, your condition, the noise might be maddening, especially since the pressure plate for your exit cell to for the exit to your cell is positioned tantalizingly within reach. But should you attempt to venture forth from the assessment chamber, like some wrinkled gray rat hunting through a labyrinth for a morsel of cheese, you'll soon find your stoic guardian bearing down on you. You're an intelligent man. I'm sure you don't need me. I don't need to illustrate what those honed edges would do to your ancient and haggard body. I genuinely forget how I get him out of here.
Sokolov.
Emily Caldwin, if you're here, things have gone further than I thought.
Yeah.
But Kieran Jindosh?
Not dead, but I used his machines on him. His mind is not what it was.
You were an interesting little girl. You've become a fascinating woman.
I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult coming from you, but that's okay. I'm curious what... Will this just close it off again? Yeah, it will, okay. Good to know. I need to open this one, and then... I believe I need to stand on this one. This does make for a very, very good prison cell.
I'll help you look around.
Rest here a moment, please.
You can't stay hidden forever.
How would you like to bet? Oh right, I forgot I already set a mine up there. I did distinctly see two people, though. So where is...
Wait, my orders.
You don't stand a chance anyway.
Hi! What's that about not standing a chance? You were probably not talking to me, but just in case, I had to be snarky. Is that essentially a really complicated dumbwaiter? Okay, that is kind of really cool. I will give the points for essentially... Oh, you think I use a dumbwaiter? No, I just have my entire table prepared down below, and then the whole table comes to me. That's really cool. Ugh, I have so many people I need to knock out. At least in order to explore freely. Because I do need to get all the stuff that's on the floor above me. Okay, so... let's go put you in the lab, because that way it'll be easy to find you whenever I need to. Because the lab is relatively easy to find in general. I'm also curious what the guards would like say if they found like Sokolov just knocked out somewhere. Because everyone's like, ah, body, like just in general. But like especially if they found, you know, the body of the person that they're like supposed to be helping keep imprisoned. Or, you know, not the body, but like the actual like just unconscious form. Did I actually get your number plates? I did not. I hope I got the other one, because it's probably all sorts of all over the place by now.
In a way, he is more content now than he has ever been.
Yeah?
He thinks of his dinner later, and hopes for cabbage with pork.
That scans, you know, for a couple different reasons. Okay, I mainly have a question of where... oh, that's just a chasm. That's just gonna lead to death. Well, drats, I had thought to maybe use that to gain access to the other part. That seems to not quite be functional. That's okay. I think I've taken on most of the Clockworks, so this should go relatively fast. Because the guards are whatever. People are whatever. At least as far as, you know, like, threats go. I never did figure out where, like, the arc pylon's power was. But that's fine. Are you already asleep? Yeah, you're already asleep, so I'm just going to keep you that way. Yes, I am getting coins out of a well. Bite me.
Someone's in the building. Should we wake the clock?
It'll wake up on its own if a fight breaks out. They're blind, but they can still hear.
Creepy to know they might be listening. Can they understand what we're saying?
No. No more than an audiograph machine can.
Okay, so they know someone's here. But they don't know who, and they don't know how much of a concern it is. Or could be... oh, fuck. Okay, so there's still one more to deal with. Oh, shit.
End of fleet phase.
Need to... oh, there we go. It's like, I need to find a way to get in between things again. Because I know that there's a power source for that arc pylon somewhere. It's just a matter of figuring out where. So it goes along there. Okay, it doesn't go up, it goes down. I wonder, can I get to where it's supposed to go through going up here? Aha! Okay, there we go, because that was the last real concern, was the pylon. Oh, fuck me. Fuck you, blood flies. Last words. To whoever might find this, are you trapped? I know only too well your situation. You see, these are my last words. I found a spot away from the clutches of those things, but for what? I have no food, no water, and now I grow weak. If there's a chance to escape, then I have missed it. Even writing this note saps any strength I have left. I thought I could beat this contraption, this terrible house, this thing that Jindosh has built, but it has beaten me. If only I had thought to bring water or a morsel of food. And so, I say goodbye to you, my reckless friend. Perhaps you too will die here. I'm sorry for that. If I become a ghost, then I'll try to help you. Otherwise, fare thee well. Stainslaw Shepherd, juggler, magician, thief, braggart, and surely a fool. I feel that. Be my final will and testament, something very similar. Resounding shriek. No, thank you. Ooh, I will keep that one. Okay. Here we fucking go. I thought. I'm moving on anyway. Okay, and then there's one more. Ooh, it's a black one. Okay, so I definitely need that one. Or like, I at least want it because the black bone charms are always the most interesting. Which is part of why they're not replicable, probably. Looks like it's most likely on... Oops.
This playback indicates some detection without certainty.
I do love that that is a, I guess, feature? Not feature. Like, that is a record, like, that's a playback option that he thought of. This indicates playback without like, this indicates some things may be weird, but I wouldn't swear by it. Hello? Fucking go. Okay, so it's... Maybe I need to get between the walls again. Oh. Maybe this one will take me there. I think, ladies and gentlemen, in all other forms of being, we have fucking winner. Solid landing. Interesting. Not helpful, but interesting. Okay, cool. Now we can get Sokol up and get the fuck out of here, and then I can get to sleep and also let my roommate sleep. I don't know. I got a message at one point there. I'm apparently louder than normal when I'm just normal recording, so I don't know. This is... Okay, this is the non-private elevator, or this is the non-public elevator. Okay, so I think I can pull this one, ride with it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now let's get the fuck out of here. Please don't have died. Okay, good. Oh wait, I didn't open the gate. I didn't open the gate because I found another way to get around it. I don't know why I'm quoting that song so gosh darn much, but here we both are. I wonder if the reason he didn't like greet me is because I didn't go through the store, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, we've read this one before. Wait, the carriage. The carriage is out of the manor. Not inside the manor. Do I need to reconfigure so that I can get to the fucking front door? Or is there another carriage I can get to? Okay, so... I guess we'll follow the quest marker, because I'm curious. Oh! Fuck me. It startled me. This level, it is very important to watch where the fuck you're standing.
Indicates some detection without certainty.
Oh, you know what would be really fun?
General detection state.
I'm certain, I don't know how precisely, but I know it's possible, now that I think about it. You could absolutely trap the soldiers in the walls, and then just, like, have them out of the way without also taking humans out of the way.
Window.
God damn it. believe... I do love that the one thing makes me invisible, because I kind of thought that I already was, I suppose. But it just kind of confirms that no, you do move at a speed that's visible to the human eye. It's still just very, very fucking fast. Okay, it says that I have to go through there, according to this. I do have 4 sleep darts though, so let's hope I don't need a lot of them. You know, Sokolov, you chill here a second. I'm gonna go see if I can't get my darts back. Oh, hey, notes! Instructions to staff. To my privileged staff today, Mr. Hadris and Ms. Vivian will be visiting to purchase a pair of Clockwork soldiers. My instructions are as follows. The arc pylon should be stowed beneath the floor. Let's not vaporize our guests. Bring it back up only in the event of a disturbance. Lay out refreshments and prepare dinner for after the contracts have been signed. If they grow restless and demand to see me, tell them that I will be with them shortly and escort them to the waiting room. Do not activate the mechanism that lowers the waiting room into the assessment chamber. I will do that once I arrive. Clockwork soldier basics. Oh gosh. Okay. Oh, wait. We've read this multiple times now. Okay, cool. I was worried that was going to be like an important thing I needed to read. Hey, I got my sleep darts back both times.
Okay, the machine has detected combat protocol 6.
What?
The machine has lost its...
I'm very confused. That shouldn't have been... The pylon shouldn't have been active. Okay. This time I'm just gonna go back to the main the carriage we came in on? Because I can't think of any reason why... I also don't recall a conversation saying, like, if we set aside, like, hey, I'll pick you up, like, on this side instead of that side. Oh, and this time it's indicating to go back to that carriage. So, yeah. What the heck? Given that, like, it wasn't going there, I thought that maybe there was a very specific carriage, like, to go, like, out, perhaps. Then I'm curious if I will need to hop across, or if I will just, like, if it'll just be back. Oh. Interesting. Go to lower event. Well, it saves me a little bit of time. Whee! Though I am curious, because this gate should not be open. But also apparently we were going the way that, like, it opened, so it looks like we probably would have forced it open anyway. That would have been a little nice attention to detail, like, you know, just a quiet little bang if we didn't open it before as we force it open. Return to the skiff. Also, a thing that I just noticed, it's very nice that far reach. Well, okay, this could also go for blink. Oh, those are witches. One sec.
You are a nuisance to the city. Didn't anybody tell you?
Well, we'll have to take care of them, because I don't trust them, and also they might maybe have interesting loot. I'm very curious if my plan will work. Okay.
Once, told her 1,000 times.
Why am I always the one who has to gather moss under a full moon? Seems like whenever it involves missing sleep, they always send me.
Interesting. So there's not, so not everyone is universally happy. It's also interesting to me because... Mission letter from Delilah. Mariah, take Heather and Kai, travel to Karnaca tonight. The others there will give you a roof to sleep beneath, and they will keep you out of sight. Watch for our friend from Dunwall. When the moment comes, strike. If you succeed, I promise you'll be rewarded. And beyond that, I'll make you a portrait. Your Empress forever, Delilah. Ugh. Okay, so they killed them, not me. Wait, did you kill the civilians too? Hold on. Please don't tell me you killed all the civilians, because they're just civilians. They have nothing to do with this. Any of this. Okay, well I don't see any civilian bodies. I don't think. Actually, no, you look pretty civilian. So do you. Delilah, your people are terrible. Also, I'm pretty certain, I'm gonna test it. What? Oh, I'm curious. Do you work on dead bodies?
This world,
nope.
15 years ago. Some part of me remains, but the world seems strange. She is vile to those who love her. I will not elaborate.
That's fair.
You want me to point the way?
Nope. Okay.
Help you onto a path?
No.
No.
Let us be lost here together for a moment.
She loves the sunrise. The quiet moments while the sky is wild and red. Before the dreariness of the day sets in. I've told you her secrets. Ask me no more.
Okay, Mom. I'm sorry, I'm just curious.
Beaten and abused, she was barely sane when she heard the Coven's call. Now, she does the same to others, wielding her power like a barbed whip. No, she has no more secrets that I can see.
So, given that she scared Mom, I'm gonna demonstrate with this one. But I'm pretty sure also that if they die, their bodies just just vanish. I'm gonna reload, but that's why I quick saved. But oh, pff, that wasn't even close enough. Oh, no. Interesting. Well, okay. Ah, there we go. But yeah, I forget that the witches just start appearing in missions. I also hate that they killed people because I tried so hard to keep people alive. I'm going to choose to pretend that those were not the same people that I so painstakingly made sure I knocked out and hid. And they are just other people also in guard uniforms. No new bone charms have appeared, right? No? Cool. Let's go! Oh, I'm curious.
I can see one like her. She's almost as secretive as you. Megan Foster. She wasn't always a ship captain. Anton Sokolov. Painter. Inventor. And philanderer. Famous throughout the Isles. Loyal only to himself. Sokolov wonders now if it was all worth it. Once put forth, some ideas carry a life of their own.
What I like to call the Percy complex.
The two were inseparable. There was no food, but there was love. Those brief days on the street with her childhood friend. The happiest time she's known.
Childhood? Sokolov? Or someone else?
You did it. How is he?
He's frail and wounded, but he'll recover.
I didn't think it was possible. You must have a story to tell. I'll hear it back at the ship.
Yeah.
Give me just a little more.
Oh, it just kind of occurred literally just now. That the, like, portraits that they use and, like, little icons for things, those are the same ones that, like, we actually find their paintings of. That's cute.
Let's go then.
Let's see how we did this mission. Yeah, I was seeing a lot. That's okay. Still a little chaos. Oh hey, I found almost everything. I don't know. Again, I don't know what's going on with the blueprints, but that's fine. A man of the people killed the leader of the Howlers once. Black market heist, looted Aventa station. Yep. I'm surprised electrocuting him doesn't count, but okay. Another cutscene? Perhaps? Been gone for another 16 minutes, it'll be even 4 hours. That's long been empty. That's also empty. Fuck. I'm fine. Aw, she made me tea. I'm assuming she made me tea. Where's my journal, though? Oh, I'm in a dream, I think. Yeah.
The void, but somehow different this time.
Gosh, I love the void. I hate Delilah, though. $5 says something's gonna come at me once I go through the store. Oh.
Surprised I can pull you into this place? The outsider marked me long ago. I made you flee your precious tower and turned your father into cold stone. Difficult for you.
Delilah, you
But when I was young, sweet Jessamine and I were closest sisters, sharing a secret. Emperor Kaldwin had another daughter, born in shame to a kitchen maid.
Am I dreaming? If not, how is Delilah doing this?
'Cause practice?
I told you when you're older. Perhaps next year.
You said that last year. Jessica's younger than me, and she's a court every day.
Business, well, it's complicated. You'll understand someday.
What did I do? I'll be good. I swear.
No.
I promise.
Yeah, cool, we get it. You know, your dad was kind of shitty to you, and like, yeah, no. You should have been at least acknowledged, but that doesn't give you the right to do all of this bullshit.
During the day, Jessamine and I played games in the tower, but at night I'd go back to the servants' quarters to cockroaches and thin gruel. Emperor Daddy would visit and tell me if I was good, next year I'd be old enough to come to court to be a princess. Then one day, pretty Jessamine broke something worth a fortune, and the spy master caught us. She claimed I did it, and he whipped me in the garden house until I bled. My mother lost her kitchen job, and that night we were out on the streets with no place to sleep.
We were just playing. It was her. Delilah's line. She broke it.
I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, it fucking sucks. But, like, it still doesn't give you the fucking right to do any of the shit that you've done. I love how that she's very like,
Mother and I saw the nastiest parts of Dunwall, ending up in debtor's prison. Jessamine died quick on an assassin's blade, but my mother lingered for weeks after a fat guard broke her jaw. They threw me out when she died. I looked up at the lights of Dunwall Tower and swore revenge. Washing bed sheets in a brothel, I painted on the side, until Anton Sokolov took me as a student. That's the polite word for it. I was crafty even before the outsider marked me, and survived the worst the Empire could offer. Now it's your turn.
Don't get me wrong.
She needs help.
Your mother kicked off while you were out begging. She's another bag of bones now, girl.
What? No.
The sentence is served and you'll be tossed out with the others. You can't stay here anymore.
Hard to know whether my dear old aunt is telling the truth or not.
I mean, even if she is, I could not care less. Admittedly, part of it's because I'm very protective of Emily, but also just like, okay, yes, don't get me wrong, Jessamine shouldn't have lied, things shouldn't be as they are, but like, having no matter what has happened to her, doesn't give Jessamine the right, by any stretch of the imagination, to come in and upend other people's lives just because something bad happened to her.
When I was young, the Loyalist conspiracy that kidnapped me also took Anton Sokolov.
I remember that level very well.
They brought him to the pub where I was being held and locked him in a cage meant for dogs. And you know what? Sokolov laughed at them.
Yeah, he did.
He taught me lessons and told me funny stories. He seemed immortal. His mind shaped our age.
Very true.
That's changed. The old man I rescued doesn't talk much.
Poor man.
He eats what we give him, groans in his sleep, coughs out blood. I thought he'd tell me the secret to defeating Delilah and saving the Empire. But I'm not even sure he knows where he is.
Yeah, he's in a fucking rough way.
I'm with you, even in the void. If only I could do more.
Aww.
Mother?
Hi, Mom.
That wasn't a dream, was it?
Am I to blame for Delilah's bitterness?
No. She's the one who orchestrated the coup.
Our decisions have weight. I feel my time drawing to an end soon.
Thank you. Thank you. It's something I should say to your face, but that's hard for me. Thank you for what you did, bringing Anton back. What would I have done without him puttering around the ship, mumbling and stroking his greasy beard? I wanted to find him on my own, but hearing what you went through, I'm impressed. Anyway, enjoy this bottle from the Captain's Reserve. Good stuff. I got from an aristocrat wanting a quick passage out of Karnaca a while back. You'll need it now that Anton is back if you want to sleep. His snoring cuts straight through the bulkhead. Okay, I think... Oh, okay, so this does fill up with trophies. I think actually this time I'm going to leave it here, and we'll pick up reading the diary and everything next time, just because we're already at 4 hours, just about. Also, so whilst that was going on, I kind of like formulated my thoughts better. If Delilah actually came back with the intent of making things better, and like she actually cared about the Empire, then that would be one thing. But she clearly doesn't give a shit about anything other than her own revenge and feeling bitter and like she's deserves more. And that's why I'm like, no, fuck you, Delilah, and everything you stand for. So that's why I just fuck her. So that said, I hope everyone's having a very happy New Year's, and please don't forget to be kind to yourselves and one another. And for now, it's time for some very important thanks. Infinite thanks to my Voidizians over on Ko-fi, Darius, and Sarah Senpai. If you'd like to see your name on the screen, or gain access to other wonderful boons, such as choosing what games I play, Discord access, the chance to sell me your immortal soul, and much, much more, check out my Ko-fi link in the description. And as always, don't forget to hydrate, masticate, and medicate.